Oh, you're fine though.
No, you guys are fine. You're good.
Not really.
What's up, bitches? How's it going? We're on episode 78. 70 fucking 8 episodes of this fucking podcast exists.
I didn't think there was that many people that wanted to actually hear us that long.
This shit show is almost on episode 100, guys. What do you think?
Oh, episode 100?
What should we do for episode 100? Like, do it naked or something? I don't know.
I'll do it from naked from the waist down. But see, I'm sitting at a
Naked
desk,
from the
so,
waist down? We could do that. We could do that.
No,
Dicks
no.
out.
Episode 100 has to be the fan fiction one.
Dicks
you
out
guys.
for Kira.
Oh, the fan fiction. Yes, the fan fiction one. Kiru says we should do episode 100 for fan fiction.
I will come back just for the fan fiction.
Just for the fan fiction, she says.
Because fuck all the rest of you, I'm here for the fan fiction.
Fair enough.
Supposed
Fair
to
enough.
be me in the fan fiction, but she's leaving.
That's because Kiru Source is a Jew. That's why.
She is, yeah.
Yeah, she's moving again because she's a Jew.
In August.
She's running from Hitler. Well, she's Jewish.
Well, Omni Destiny.
Pain, so wouldn't I be running?
You know who Omni Destiny is, right?
Do what?
You know who Omni Destiny is, right?
No, I have no idea who
No,
Omni Destiny is.
Liberal guy or whatever. He's likes to talk politics and shit like that. A
Oh,
liberal
really?
left guy. Yeah, he says.
Those fucking kids.
Somebody asked him. He said, Can you explain why Hitler was wrong without resorting to calling him a Nazi?" He was like, "To be honest, I bet there are a lot of people who couldn't." And somebody responded back to him and said, "How? I mean, everyone can point to the Holocaust." And his response was,
Wait, you cut out. His response was what?
"Holocaust bad though."
Was the Holocaust bad, though? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, this liberal left
Nope.
guy says this?
Yep.
What? Dude, that, like, liberal left people are usually, like, highly against this stuff, and now they're kind of praising it? What?
I'm all for natural selection, but not genocide.
Yo, what's up, Ron? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Quan, what's up, asshole? Potato dude, what's fucking up with you, bro? How's it going? Mr. LMG, hello to you. Man, so you guys, did you guys get that memo? Hitler did nothing wrong, evidently to some liberal leftists, which are kind of funny because those are the kind of guys who would have hung me or my crew here if we would have said those very things, say, like a month ago. So now they're kind of praising it.
It's so fucking mind-boggling with these left people that like they change their position more than I change my underwear, and I do that like
Once
two
a week.
different times a day.
Once a week. Is Rags here? I don't know.
To be fair, if you're not getting up and moving, I mean, same underwear, right?
True that. Rags isn't here yet. I'll give him some time before I message him. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going to message him right now. Hey, we are on whenever you are ready. The stream is up now. There we go.
Paul Venus the Parrots. Sup, fucks.
Sup, fucko? Yo, so, everybody, we got a little bit of a story time with you today because Rambo here got made fun of for being handicapped. So, evidently, we are now making fun of handicapped people, and we think that's okay, but, white privilege and all.
I have to hear this because I haven't heard this yet, and I myself am handicapped. So, come on, let's get the popcorn.
Come on, baby, let's do this.
By the Blu-ray King on Twitter. His name is Joseph. He's an Xbox guy. He likes to say he's a gamer and not really a fanboy, but he never really will go in on anybody unless you're talking about Microsoft. So we all know where he lies.
Right.
But we were talking about. I guess he was listening to the podcast with Titanfall tonight, and I was basically saying that because they kept on going. Microsoft's reinvesting in first party studios. I was like, they've said that since the start of since Phil Spencer took over, and I said the only thing that we've seen is closing of studios.
Yeah.
Of first party studios, and there's no new studios there. So I'm like, how are they investing? I don't get it. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, they have 5 studios. That's it. It's like Sony has 15 and all the third party and all the major third party developers. I was like, there's really no combating it. There's really no way they can do it.
Yeah.
And he tweets me, is like talking about like first party, and he starts listening off Crackdown 3 and State of Decay 2 and Cuphead as first party, and I was like, those aren't first party though. Like, we were talking about first party games. I said the only thing you're getting it for first party is Sea of Thieves, Forza, Halo, Gears, and Minecraft. I said that's it. I said there's no other choice unless they opt to let them make another game, but that's never happened. So I mean, the precedent really isn't there. And he was like, well, what about, these are first party studios. I mean, it says right here. And I was like, well, no. I was like, because they don't own the fucking studio. So we were having the conversation back and forth about first party studios and exclusives. And I was like basically explaining my position on the podcast. And then he turned around and like just says the asshole that sits on his ass and does nothing all day, because he knows that I have a disability, and he's actually made memes before of me in a wheelchair with my face cropped to the person and stuff. And so I quoted him and said, it's kind of something along the lines of, it just shows you're trying to make fun of me and like make me look bad for having a disability, but it really says more about you than me. My followers and I Storm Spark and all these people in the chat that like they all like, shit, man, my Twitter blew up, man. Like they all started attacking him, and he was like, I've given up on this. I want to just go game. I left it alone. I was like, everybody's like, you don't get to say this shit and just walk away from it.
Right.
And I invited him onto the podcast. I mean, he hasn't actually came back and said he'd join or anything like that. But I did invite him on because I'd love to have a one-on-one chat with him myself. And I'm sure because his way of apologizing was, well, you called me an asshole, so what do you expect?
Call me.
I'm like,
you called me a dickhead, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking look up your address and send you a bunch of hate shit, and I'm gonna DDoS you. Ha! Faggot.
I don't know really if one equates to the other. But
I know. Well, that's
the. I'm like, it's just you fucking idiot, man. It just shows that these people will go to any links to. And tagged you in it, Brimstone and Shaner. You should be in your mentions.
Had sent something.
If you look back on that conversation that he sent you there, that tweet.
Yeah.
Back, clicking on that tweet that he quoted, it'll go back to where he said that about me.
All right, I'll go to Cancer and check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Well, what do we have here? What's up,
man?
What's up, Brock? What's up, Solitaris Lupus? What's up, Utagon Rider?
What's up, Puerto Rock?
Yo, Caesar, what's up, my nigga?
Man,
we got to get this guy on. Here, let me tweet him. It worked when I did it to NoobTube. Let's see if it'll work with this guy.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
And you guys said you
Puerto Rock, we
just
kind of yeah. There's a tag with you Rags and Shaner.
Okay.
Puerto Rock, we just kind of sit around. We talk about games. We talk about what's going on in the world. Whatever. We try to keep it about games as much as possible, but it never fails that eventually it might end up going into.
You know what I've been telling people that I think answers that question very good, and like this is, it's on Brim's channel, so if he doesn't approve of it, he can say so right here, is there are people that complain that it's not always about games. And I've been telling people, I said, it's the game talk. What would you talk about with your buddies when you're gaming? And they go, well, everything. I said, that's this podcast.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah. And Puerto Rock, we do it late night because Brimstone here likes to he works late hours trying to keep his drug mules running and stuff. So
hey, what did I say about keeping that shit on the download, motherfucker?
So this is the only time that he can get around to doing it.
I'm really trying to look for this post. I am not seeing it.
Well, here, let me just tag you in it. I can go back to all this buzz.
Oh, okay. I think I see
There,
it.
I just tagged you both in it.
Yep.
I replied to him.
You called me an asshole. What do you want from me? Not to fight back? Is it wrong? Yes, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. That is the most pussy fucking response I have ever read.
But pointing like an AK-47 at someone and then a super soaker are 2 different offenses. I mean,
I think so. I mean, but hey, hey, I mean, I guess it's everything for him. Just what balls to the wall. Whenever somebody insults him, he can just whatever is free game. But this is I mean, I didn't. I kind of expected it because this is, like I said, the same guy that did a meme of me in a wheelchair, and then me with my family at.
Wait, he did something with your family in it? Really?
Off my PS4, my Facebook profile, and made a meme of me and my family and stuff.
Oh wow!
Me and my kids. Yeah, so I'd like to see.
Is that the one that did it a long time ago? Why you like? Oh, seriously? So you're having another problem with this guy?
He just he tweeted me, and then that's it led to this right here. Yeah, so yeah, I would love to see this dude in person myself.
No, I'm talking like a year ago, Rambo, where someone was taking pictures off your Facebook. That's the same dude. Can you hear him, Brim? I can't.
Rambo, you there?
Y'all can't hear me?
Now I hear you.
Yeah, I can now. Yeah.
Okay, well, I was talking. I was like, yeah, this is the same guy. Yeah, this is the exact same guy.
That dude's a piece of shit. From what you told me about him like a year ago, he was a piece of shit then.
Changed much as it seems like.
So here's something funny. So this is what I'm reading on his timeline. You guys, go and just clown this guy. His Twitter is the Blu-ray King, or at Joseph10704. This is what this guy says. This is what I am talking about. More RAM in Xbox means better res and better FPS. It's all about the RAM in capital letters, not just about the CPU or GPU. I really would hate to see this guy build a fucking PC. Seriously. Can you guys imagine it if this motherfucker was trying to go cheap on a CPU and he's like, okay, guys, I need a Pentium 4. Maybe a Celeron. I don't really need, a too, bulky of a GPU. So can I get like a 210 GTX or 9800 GTS? And then I want fucking maxing out the RAM. 32 gigs of DDR2, please. Thank you.
Yeah, so his link's in the chat, guys. You can go, you don't even got to research.
No, just click the link, and then he loves getting notifications though, because I mean he really hates it. But
so if you guys get the chance, just send him a bunch of dick pics and says, and on that tweet go hashtag from Game Talk with Love.
Nice.
Everybody, just send him random dick pics. That'd be fucking hilarious. But anyway,
I hate when people call me Xbox fanboys and stuff like that, and then I go to pull up their a PlayStation fanboy, and I go to pull up their Xbox profile, and they've been with Xbox for 6 years, and I've been with them for 3, and I have a double their gamer score.
Right.
Yeah, come on, man. I haven't played on that thing but 8 months out of the 3 years. So I mean, yeah.
I can't. I'm underage. That's illegal. I didn't say you have to send your dick pics. I'm saying just go and send him random dick pics.
You don't even have to look at a real dick. I mean, draw one in Microsoft Paint and just send it to him.
Look like, right? That's just funny. That was a response I was not expecting. I'm underage. I'm gonna have to remember that one, man.
Yeah, but at our ages, can we really say that about anything?
I don't know. True. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, we can. The senior discount.
Yeah, I am too young for that, but I got Medicare, so I mean, I'm etching towards the fucking AARP.
And Life Alert.
Yeah.
4 years ago, I got a letter in my mailbox with that logo on it, and I was like, that's it, I'm fucking done. And I threw that letter in the air and just walked away from my mailbox. I was like, I don't need this shit.
Yeah, whenever what my prescription coverage is called Silver Script.
The fuck is Silver Script?
It's for people on Medicare. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting I'm getting silver alerts and shit like that. I need to go dye my hair. I think dye it silver and be good.
Yeah.
That's a trend now, man. I think you'd look younger if you did that.
That really is. That's kind of a scary thought. Like, why people want gray hair?
I don't know. There's lots of people in California that just dye their hair white or silver or some variation of gray. But, it's California. It's not saying much.
California is an amazing state.
Anything goes in California.
It's an amazing state, guys. We should all move there. Let's all, get on the fault line and slowly chisel that motherfucker off away from the rest of the U.S. Thanks.
We got to jump across, back across before it floats away, because I'd be damned if I'm to live in California the rest of my life. I'll swim that bitch, man.
I have seen, and I'm sure you guys have too, those, people of Walmart memes, right? Where they're just some weird-ass people in Walmart, that they've caught on camera or whatever. Well, I'm in Walmart today, and apparently striped, pinstriped pantyhose are now pants. If you're an emo or whatever, or goth or whatever they classify themselves as now. Because there was this girl that had really no business wearing something skin tight to begin with, but she had on pantyhose as pants.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. In Walmart. Yeah.
Wow.
Pink and black.
You should have taken a picture, man. You could have sent that into the people of Walmart, the little Twitter channel or Facebook page, whatever. And I used to do that. I used to send because if you go to Walmart at past midnight, that's when you start seeing the people that go to the fair. What do we got? What do we think about VidMe?
VidMe, what's wrong with it? I liked it.
I think it's actually a great platform. I'd like to see them.
It's easy as shit. You can just if you don't want to deal with YouTube, all you got to do is just copy and paste your fucking videos over and it's done. I mean, it's so easy.
I think that one thing that I really like to see them do is some sort of a monetization thing. But I mean, if you have a good enough following over there and have a Patreon, it's definitely geared towards Patreon.
Oh yeah.
They do.
But if you have a good enough following that can, well, they do once you get verified and all that crap. And I mean, but in the meantime, I mean, if you're trying to make any sort of money off of your videos, then you're gonna have to go through Patreon.
Yeah.
I think eventually you'll start seeing more and more people. I know a lot of the bigger channels at YouTube are moving their big shit to Twitch. So they're gonna start streaming their podcasts and shit like that on Twitch, so that way they can get donations and stuff like that, rather than basically the ad revenue is non-existent. There's a guy that got 500,000 views or something like that, or I think it was 2 million views or whatever in 1 month, and made $500.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's crazy.
That's pretty damn low, man. Drama Alert did want something and showed one of H3H3's videos or whatever, and compared it to the Giant Stadium, which is the largest NFL stadium that can hold the most people, and it would fill up. I think how many people watched his video would fill up. I think 7 or 8 Giant stadiums. $200 or $300 or something like that.
Really, if you want to survive this ad crisis and this is your job, you kind of have to have a Patreon, like you're saying.
Yeah, Patreon or a Twitch stream or whatever, to where you can get donations through that. So I mean, I don't really do it for dollars or.
Have you read any of this yet? The messy true story behind the making of Destiny.
I did. I read probably 3/4 of it, and it was actually stuff I've known a little bit.
How they took off parts of the vanilla shit for Destiny 1 from Mars. And they're putting it in part 2.
It didn't really, but they didn't do it, I don't think, in a malicious sense like that. They intentionally were like going, okay, we're going to cut this because we want to use this as DLC. I think the reason why they did is because they were rewriting the story completely. Fit with the story that they went, but it was already the planets or the stuff was already created, so therefore they went ahead and used it for future content, which I still think is, it's still shitty.
Yeah,
shitty is what it could have been, I guess. Them going, we're just gonna fuck these people over, purposely every single time. So Destiny is one of them things that I think they were put kind of like in a time crisis because you're talking about a year before it released, and they basically had to revamp a story at basically the 12th hour. So
yeah, but why hire a good story writer if you're not going to use any of his shit? That's so stupid.
Whenever they read it, they said people, I guess the workers there said his story. Some of them said his story was good. And a lot of them basically were saying that the story was good, but the supercut, basically the 2 hour, I think it was, or 1 hour cut that they give to Activision for verification or whatever like that for them to sign off on it was terrible. It didn't make any sense. He did a terrible job of putting it all together, and so therefore that's the reason why using the story is because of the way they put it all together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. It makes me. They said they hired a bunch of people for the Taken King and stuff. So I'm wondering if I thought I heard that they actually hired some people from some bigger games this year or this generation to work on Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Has a better story or let's just put it this way: I'm hoping it has a story because Destiny 1 did not have a story.
Yeah.
So what's that you were posting about Phil Spencer today on Facebook? Him saying that games like Zelda and Horizon have lost some of their impact.
Yeah, he basically gave a interview, and it's kind of confusing. I know he's kind of talking about, he keeps referring to Netflix for games, and so it definitely leads back to what we've been saying for quite a while about how they really want to turn Xbox into a service platform rather than a place where you're going to get big first party exclusives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically, the less work for them, but where they can still make money off of it. And so, he, before it kind of dived into that area, as far as talking about that, he said that games like Zelda and Horizon Zero Dawn impact anymore. And I'm thinking that's odd because the two games you're talking about are Zelda, for one, is ranked higher than anything that they've had for, I think, their entire their entire existence. And Horizon Zero Dawn, the only thing that they've put out, with their service-based options like the multiplayer, the only thing that ranked higher than Horizon Zero Dawn is Forza Horizon 3. The rest of them are all below them. So I'm our models really aren't being accepted as much as, or as impactful as what you might like to believe. It just seems like I don't know. It puts it to where he's so far out of touch with gamers. It shows it to me they're not really gonna. They're not first person, but single player games. And I don't really want to play. They don't have enough first party studios to keep me their multiplayer games, because you're talking about just more Forza Halo Gears, Forza Halo Gears over and over again. I just not something that I care about. Forza's cool.
Yeah.
But
Holy
Halo
shit,
and
Jay
Gears are
just
just
said,
kind of
you
boring.
can't read and you have no reading comprehension skills, Rambo. Coming from Jay.
It was plain as day. I even have it pulled up. He said Xbox Phil Spencer recently shared an update on the future of Microsoft's gaming endeavors, from enhanced support for the Xbox console and its first-party titles to crafting innovative new service models and presenting more opportunities to small game developers. But one comment from Spencer stood out amongst the rest. Regarding story-driven games such as Horizon Zero Dawn and those in Legend of Zelda franchise, Spencer believes they're losing their impact.
Well, what do you think? Do you think they're losing their impact?
No, they're like historically they're the ones the narrative driven games, the heavy narrative driven games are the ones that win Game of the Year. They're the ones that
Zelda doesn't even have a narrative, so.
Yeah, well, this is true. Yeah, I mean, but it's like they're the ones that are, you know, acclaimed and
I get what he's saying. Like, there are many more people today than there ever has been that strictly play multiplayer. Like,
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I get that part, and it's not. I mean, it's not like the. I mean, sure. I mean, it just shows me that if he's going to do any more games or whatever, he's going to probably be doing games with multiplayer focus, like they've been doing. And reason for me to own a console because I really the games that they've done so far, first party wise, like they're not that great. Second party games that they've done, Rise, Sunset Overdrive, what's it called, Forza Horizon, those are all great games, ones that I would be behind. But I mean, he's talking about investing more in first party, and they really don't put out that great of games anymore.
Right.
At least to me. I mean, obviously, some people are like him, obviously, because there's people there, but.
You guys are going to hear some sounds. Sorry. All right.
Some pony sounds?
I think it's pathetic that they took away the snap feature from the Xbox One. That was the system's best feature. The snap feature? What snap feature is NoobTube talking about?
They still have a snap feature, don't they?
Nope.
Oh, no, they replaced it with one guy, didn't they?
Huh.
Guide, yeah, like where you could snap it and like put like the TV in the say on the right fourth of the screen maybe, and then like play your game in the other portion.
Yeah.
And they took that away. Like they just said no more gamepad, no more snap feature.
But isn't that because they gave us that quick bar, that one guide thing?
Yeah, where you basically can go to the left and get it all there at that point.
Well, it's not that big of a loss then. I mean, really.
Some people use it or whatever, I don't think I ever use it because I'm not really a big person that if I'm playing a game, I'm doing something else as well. Player, then you can do that, because you don't have to really listen or pay attention to any kind of storyline.
NoobTube, I like Telltale. I think Telltale's pretty decent. They got some pretty good stuff.
I think Telltale's awesome.
Yeah.
Really come a long way from their original games that they did.
Yeah.
If I have any amount of energy, though, I can't play a Telltale game, because it relaxes.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't if I'm like really in the mood to game, and especially if I'm going into like wanting to do any sort of like online. If I play a Telltale, it takes like everything out of me because it's so. Just like what you said, like it's almost like somebody giving me like a sweet lullaby.
Yeah.
Huh.
And Jay, you gotta like understand like very strong dislike for Microsoft, but that doesn't mean I have a strong dislike for Xbox. They're two different things. My Microsoft dislike comes from the whole PC side of things, not really so much the Xbox.
Yeah.
He's just trying to trigger Jay is what's happening. That's it's not hard to do.
It's really it. Now that I'm
platinum in that game.
Yeah, I've got the double platinum on that one. I got that one in the Game of the Year edition. I mean, they basically, unless they just like completely shock me at E3, and he goes back on like what he said already again, um, they've kind of solidified with me that I have no interest in.
So did you platinum any new games in the last couple days, Rambo?
Did I? Let me see. I don't even remember. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition. I did that. Let's see. April 4th. I've been doing like downloading a bunch of games and doing all that crap, here or whatever. But I've been playing Mafia 3 though, and I'm gonna go after the platinum in it. It's actually a pretty decent game. There's still a bunch of glitchy, buggy shit, going on with it, but not. It's still playable. Let's put it that way. You just have like floating guns and your collectibles, instead of them being on on a box or whatever. Like the box is gone, but the collectibles just kind of floating in the air.
Yeah.
So just some minor graphical glitches.
Some it's minor. Yeah, it's pretty minor. It's not bad, I guess. Yeah, it's all right. Just needs about another $4,000 of the patches. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's playable. Like before, it wasn't playable at all because like you would be driving and your car would just kind of go into the map, and or your car, like a car would actually like spawn on top of you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I mean, it was completely unplayable before. At least I've got it playable.
Yeah. I got to go because of shit connection. Geek Essentials, Rambo, over themselves. Have a great night, and fuck that Blu-ray shithead. Yeah, thanks for coming by, bro. We appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Storm.
Always good to have you around, Storm. It's always a laugh. It's good.
So, Jay was saying that actually Phil Spencer was talking about adding episodic games to Game Pass. Is that it or no?
Well, I mean, he went on like in that article. I mean, he went on and said he started talking about the subject of narrative-heavy titles was preceded by a discussion on possible Netflix for video games or similar subscription service that offers more long-term game support. Spencer and Shannon Loftus, Xbox first-party publishing GM, have been considering for quite some time, and it says that he said Loftus and I are thinking about, well, could we put story-based games into the Xbox Game Pass business model because you have a subscription going? You wouldn't have to deliver the whole game in 1 month. You could develop and deliver the game as it goes. And this says, however, if Microsoft pursues such a model, players should expect to see story-based single-player games, titles like Zelda, Horizon Zero Dawn pop up. According to Spencer, those types of games aren't exactly suitable for a subscription service because they aren't as dependable and homogeneous in comparison to their competition, a factor that could lead to the genre's decline in popularity. He said the audience for those big story-driven games, I won't say isn't as large, but they're not as consistent, Spencer began. You'll have things like Zelda or Horizon Zero Dawn that'll come out and they'll do really well, but they don't have the same impact that they used to have because the big service-based games are capturing such a large amount of the audience.
Jay wants to talk about it. Can I let him in here?
Oh, Lord.
We're down a person anyways, guys. I mean, what?
I guess.
Well, he's not exactly in a spot where we could drag him in. He needs to get in here first.
Yeah, it says that, however, it isn't as though Spencer isn't a fan of games with immersive stories. He said, in fact, quite the opposite. Spencer expressed his love for Inside and Thimbleweed Park, stated that he hopes the narrative-heavy titles can thrive moving forward. It's basically saying that Spencer singled out Sony's first-party studios as a big producer of these games. And while he admitted that they're good at them, he noted that the titles have become more rare. Ultimately, Spencer stated that he feels it's a difficult business decision for those making such games because they're fighting him to more headwind.
Hold on. Shane, any chance I could switch with you?
Switch what?
You host.
Hosting.
Oh yeah, let me launch OBS real quick.
Because now my shit's acting up. Go figure. I guess I can only get one good stream in, you guys. I apologize. We'll be back up again. I'm gonna be I gotta do some maintenance on my rig anyways. I gotta figure out what the fuck's going on. I go from fucking streaming all the time to and not having a single issue, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we can't have a podcast. Woo!
All right, it says we're live.
Hey!
So you guys are gonna have to let me know how the audio is and all that good stuff.
Daggle. Sorry, guys. Why is the stream? It says YouTube is not receiving enough video.
What?
That's what it's saying. I'm like, I have this massive connection. He's got a pretty good connection. Audio is slightly quiet. You sound like you're underwater. Very low audio. That audio muffled even. Okay, so they said the audio is a little low.
For these guys or me?
From you. Well, oh yeah.
Well, I was having a friendly conversation with one of the randoms, and you moved me up.
Well, you want it up? We can move you back down.
No,
can you please?
There we go. There we go. Stream health is back up to green now.
Can you please?
Oh, come on, Rambo. You know you love me. You know you love my logic. No, what I was gonna say, Rambo, is what you were.
I love you about as much as I love a word appearing on my dick.
What I was reading too, but from the other interview that he was talking about with it, from Xbox On, he was stating that what he's looking at is he's looking at like how HBO and Netflix have their services, and they want to eventually add games, exclusive games into like their Game Pass that are episodic.
The way he said is that he wasn't like really too keen on that idea.
No, he's keen on doing episodic games for the Game Pass to drive a narrative for people to go into like having Game Pass besides just games coming out every month. And he was looking at like Game Pass is going to be more towards people that want to have like that subscription-based service, so they're able to what is it called? He looks at it in two ways, from what I gathered from what I was reading and everything. He sees it for people that can't really afford to buy like all them games through like mom or dad that's just wanting to buy a console and then be like, well, I don't want to sit here and like keep buying games. I could just buy this service and then get games coming in every month, kind of like how Netflix is. But he also was talking about how he wants to eventually start including episodic games into Game Pass to give more of a reason for people to buy Game Pass.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know. Like second party do the.
See, I don't get how it's going to work either, because in order for him to do that, he's going to either have to get second party involved or he's going to have to build more studios.
Yeah, because he's got his studios tied up. I mean, unless he opens those studios up to do other projects. I mean, but that would be nice.
And that's what I don't get. But in another article this week, he did talk about that they do have new IPs that are supposedly down the line, and they have other things that they are working on. So it's just not all about hardware. So like he is bringing newer IPs into the mix. He just hasn't announced them yet. So, you know, I'm still trying to figure it out myself, because what you were reading was some of what I was reading also from the other article that I read. But the thing that I don't get is like, how can you do that if you don't have enough studios? Because you have to have enough studios in order to even implement everything that you're saying. So two things I took from it: either he's getting ready to add more studios into their lineup, or he's going to second parties for that. And then the emphasis Rags joins.
Welcome, Rags. How's it going?
Going good. My clocks, the clock on my computer wasn't at the correct time, so
it's all good.
What were you on?
PC gaming, man.
Huh?
PC gaming, you know, at its finest. Can't even keep clock right.
Yeah,
Rambo,
I was
agree
playing.
with
I'm still trying to get through Metal Gear Solid 5, and I can't figure out how new like story missions open up. Like I've done them all, and there are some repeats for old ones that just higher difficulties. But like, no, just give me the next mission. How do I get the next fucking mission to do?
I think that once you get to a certain point, there are no new missions. Like you just continue like redoing the old ones. That's what everybody has said that's played it all the way through. They just play it, just get the same old missions, but just harder difficulty.
But
that makes no sense because
that doesn't make any sense. What?
I've
But
never
like
played
there
it all the
like
way through. I'm
stuff
just
stuff needs to happen. Like there's the Philanthropus and Eli, and then there's Emmerich and the boat, and
So what you're
like,
gonna say?
there had something else
without saying spoiler warning.
Like, what spoiler have I possibly given? I've named 3 characters, and one of them isn't even a character.
I'm just fucking with you, Rags.
No, I don't know. I mean, I just know what people have said. I don't know exactly if what exactly of.
Someone in the chat tell me about this bullshit because I've been running around doing side missions and stuff, and yeah, it's fun to do a little bit, but I'd like to know what happens next.
Huh.
I do not know.
I haven't played the game yet, so
yeah. No, but Rambo, I don't get it either because everything that he's basically hitting towards, what Phil is hitting towards, either sounds like they're going for more second party or third party studios to do that, or they're getting more studios involved.
His messaging is just so fucking twisted this generation. Like ever since he's took over, he's just been.
And that's the thing that I don't like. He's been vague on everything they're doing. It's hard to understand the roadmap of what they're doing with Microsoft. Like you have to sit there and pick everything apart and then try to get a basic understanding because he doesn't give you enough information.
In order to build confidence within the brand, like they need to be a little bit more clear and transparent with what their future holds, so that way people know.
Let me guess, you're talking about Microsoft.
Like
yeah,
I see. I knew, and I didn't even have to know.
Going into buying an Xbox, like because like his messaging is so muddled and stuff. Like you don't know, you really have no idea what his actual plans are.
Oh, and I can agree with you because I had to read like 3 or 4 different articles from different people that were talking about the same thing before I finally understood what he was trying to somewhat get at. And then I had to track down the original source from where the article came from to really understand it. Because, like when people write the things, they chop it up and make it the way they want to write it and not actually take everything he says verbatim. So you have to sit there and like go through all this shit and then finally understand that what he was originally talking about when he was talking about that stuff was incorporating like service based platforms into the Game Pass to be able to garner people over to the Game Pass platform.
Well, yeah, because I mean that's
a good idea.
That's eventually where they want everybody to be at, as the Game Pass.
Yeah, well, eventually it is a good idea because it gives relevancy to the actual Game Pass besides it just being 100 games for $9.99 a month. So I mean I can understand
the games that are in the alpha preview of that suck. I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah. So it costs for $10 a month you get what now?
You get 100 games.
All right, so the next month you get new 100 games. So at week 3 when there's no games left.
I haven't actually went into it because it's on the alpha preview program. I'm not a part of that, but from the understanding that I know, it's 100 games a month.
Love you, son.
No, it's because I got rid of that shit because it fucks your Xbox up. All right,
it just works.
So from what I understand about it is basically what it is you get 100 games for that amount of price of whatever the games are. And then after a month or whatever, they take out some of the games and they add some new ones, or they just add on to that. And it's kind of similar to Netflix, how Netflix adds new movies every month and then takes away a few, adds new, takes away a few.
Yeah.
So, but what Phil was talking about this week is he's been looking at what Netflix and HBO does, where they have like their own private TV shows like the Defenders and Game of Thrones and stuff, and he wants to kind of add that same take into Game Pass, where he has like episodic games that are only specifically in Game Pass, and that gives you more incentive to actually buy that platform.
So not only if you want to play all their games, not only do you have to buy an Xbox Live subscription and a Game Pass subscription.
And that's what I don't get. That's the thing that I don't get. Is this only going to be for the Xbox, or is Game Pass going to go over to the PC, because they are still with PC also? And that's another question that he doesn't actually bring up. Is like, will Game Pass eventually head over to the PC? Because a lot of the games that are in there.
So if this is a money thing to get people on a Game Pass, instead of buying games, they want you to buy a Game Pass?
Eventually, that's what
Eventually, that's what it's sounding like. Is they like
how poorly are their games selling?
It's essentially what this Rags. Essentially, what this is this is just another perk to add to that service to get you to want to buy it.
All right.
Essentially, what
I don't think anything's gonna change. They're just giving like more options, and it's
a rental service, as you would.
Yeah.
It's just more options. It's just more options inside a service. So like you get an exclusive tall tale. Like that's essentially what I looked at it as. It's like a tall tale.
Impatient people, if you ask me, like they can't wait like another paycheck to buy the game. Like they really got to go about it this way. But convenience, sells. So if it's convenient,
that would still kind of suck though. That I mean, if you're an Xbox gamer and you're you bought the Xbox console, and then you bought the Xbox One S console, and then you buy the Scorpio console. So you spend like $12,000 on consoles this generation, and then you turn around and you have to pay like Xbox Live at $60 a year. Then maybe a great game or episodic game or whatever, because you end up like Telltale. And now all of a sudden that's coming out on Game Pass, and now you got to subscribe to that if you want to actually play an exclusive that is just that's.
Aren't you on like PlayStation Live or something like that, or PlayStation Now or whatever that's called? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like the Game Pass, like I wouldn't have said that about the Game Pass had he said that, like had he not said like that might be like the way he's taking it is that releasing an exclusive game to Game Pass.
Well,
if they release games, like if they made a brand new game, like right now, and put and made it episodic and put it on Game Pass only, that would be kind of fucked up for the people who own Xbox.
It's like it's like I guess. I mean, they already have a problem, I guess, with the amount and the variety of games that they have to even further restrict who can and can't buy those games.
That's the other problem that we were talking about, Rags, is like this doesn't make any sense from the way he's talking about it, is because they don't have any studios to do this with. So they would have to go to a second party or third party to do this. And like he said that this isn't happening now, but this is something that he wants to eventually happen. That's from where he was talking about.
I mean, to do something like that would further divide like the Xbox player base.
Yeah, and that's what I don't get. Like maybe his plan is like the people that have it on Game Pass get it first, and then it goes to Xbox Live with games with gold.
Now, if he starts doing shit like that, that's where I'll have a problem with it. This needs to be a completely optional thing, and it needs to be for people, like I said, that are impatient or would rather just rent something.
Yeah, that's
the last thing Microsoft needs to do is put more walls up between
his main. Well, here's the thing. What he looks at Game Pass as. He looks at Game Pass as someone like the mother or father that doesn't want to have to go out every month and buy a game. What they can do is they can buy the subscription service, and then they can just opt in, and their kid gets.
I feel bad for the children. They get stuck with that. If their
and that's what he was. That's what he was referring it to. Now,
then they should do it right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many parents of kids think that it's such a hassle. That's such a hassle.
I don't think any of them think a hassle. I just think that
because games are at Target and Walmart and all the places you go anyway. I mean, they just go up to the shelf while they're doing their normal stuff and pick something off and hey, little Timmy will like this because it has a man with a gun on the front, and there you go.
But like I said, what doesn't make the most sense, and the thing that scratched my head for a good while when I read all the articles, is what studios are you going to have do this? There's no second party or third party that is going to want to do this, because like they would have to take out time to develop a game, put it in there, and it's only on one set platform. A lot of these new second party and third parties want to go multi-plat because that's where the money's at. It's already hard enough to get a second party or third party to do an exclusive for Xbox. Now you want them to do an exclusive for your service?
They just need to. I don't know why Microsoft is made of money. I don't know why they don't just like all the free money they're getting from charging people to play their own multiplayer games online. Why don't you just invest that into making a crap ton of new games for just you? I mean, it's free money.
Yeah.
What are they doing with that?
Like they need more studios. Like I've said this with Rambo and everybody, they have to incorporate new studios. Now they did sign a. You seen that thing that happened today, Rambo? Phil and them tweeted out to a company, the people that did Disney Infinity. Supposedly they're making an IP, a new IP with Microsoft. They got in a partnership with Microsoft, and they tweeted it out today. Both Phil and the people from that company. I think it's Google Gips something. Let me see if I can't find the tweet for you. Hold on. Yeah, no, y'all can keep talking while I'm looking for this.
The publisher was. Let me see. The publisher was developers Avalanche Studios, Avalanche Software.
No, that's not it. It's another.
It's Infinity.
I think I may be giving you the wrong name. Then it's. Oh, here it is. I got you the link.
Well, I'm sorry I'm quiet, Jay. I'm just getting your icon because you're the guest. You know, this is one I made for you a long time ago. So.
You know what? I'm tired of putting my icons like that, son.
No.
I'm gonna send it to you, Rambo, and
Likes anal with the homeless.
fucking.
Yeah, that's the title of the podcast.
God damn it, dude. All right, so that's the new IP, the company they're working with. I didn't send it to Rags. So they tweeted this out today.
Where is it?
I sent it to you in your
Discord.
DMs.
Looks like Studio Gobo.
Yeah. They worked on a lot of the toy-based games. Like I swear I thought when I read like what games they worked on, it was also Disney Infinity.
We can't wait to share more with you about our new partnership with Microsoft Studios. Okay, then don't.
But that's
not. Tell us now, please.
So, but this was the tweet from them, and then Phil Spencer also tweeted out about this too with them.
Well, this is they were.
They have a bunch of fucking pretentious pictures of fucking jars on.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck, like what they actually do. When I went and read on them, a lot of the stuff that they make are like toy-based games, like stuff like Disney Infinity and stuff. So I don't know.
Here's a guy eating. Here's a guy cooking. Here's hot coffee. Here's a countertop in a kitchen. Here's a table. Did they make games?
Yeah, they make games, dude. They're an actual.
Oh, wait. It says UK dev Studio Gobo opens new mobile branch in Brighton.
See,
no, it's pronounced Brighton.
It looks like there might be a mobile gaming.
Sweet. I know the reason people aren't going to Xbox is because there aren't enough mobile games.
Man, you know, that makes sense to me. Totally makes sense. Oh, shit. We got the tranny centuries up.
Oh, my God.
Bro, it's that icon classic. We made for you a long time ago.
Bro, that is a classic. I haven't seen that one in forever.
No, tranny century.
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen that one in forever. You know who made that one, right? Poppy 2K made that one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's who made that one.
Well, I know I added the high heels, the hair, and the lips, and the flag. So there's that.
You're gonna have to send me that one in it.
I have like 4 different variants I can send you. Don't worry, Jay. I got you covered.
Yeah, get me covered, man, because I'm gonna rock that, bro. I'll rock that all day long. I mean, if you're gonna put it up, man, make sure you put it up in the right spot.
Are some of these pictures and not safe for work 18 and up legal?
I don't go in there, so I don't know.
Idea.
I haven't been in there in forever.
I don't think anyone goes in there.
Oh shit! I'm kind of scared to go in there now that you said that. Oh, it's actually
I always make sure I don't have a weak.
No, there's a warning.
Oh, nice. I see that. Yeah, it's coming up on me too. Perfect.
There's a warning. All
That's
right,
pretty
well.
cool. Yep. And I don't even have to look at it when I click the channel. So hey, even better. Anyway, the rest of you guys, I'll be right back.
Okay, I don't even see what the hell y'all are talking
It says
about.
you must be at least 18 years old to view this channel. Are you 18?
Nope.
No, I'm 12.
I'm 6. You just got
12.
beat by a 6-year-old. Faggot. What now? It's like my dick.
Yeah,
6-year-old dick.
But like I said, I don't know how Microsoft's going to do it because they have to pull out either new studios or they have to find a company that's willing to work on an exclusive for a service-based platform, which makes no sense.
Porter Rock 77.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to join the podcast, so I'm going to send him a link to join.
You let anybody in here?
Oh, he's actually a pretty cool guy, man.
He's actually
well, I guess
make
actually,
a gay activist game, does he, Rambo?
Actually,
no, he does not.
Are you sure?
I am definitely 100% sure.
I believe he does. Wait, I didn't even know Porter Rock had the link to this Discord. Did you send him the link to this Discord?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, because he just started using Discord. I'm trying to convert them guys.
Well, I mean, I hope more and more people start using it because more and more people using it, the better it'll get, you know.
I know, man. That's what I've been trying to do is get some of these guys on here so they can start using better platform besides Google Hangouts every week.
Google Hangouts sucks.
Yeah, I know.
It always has. It's never been good.
It's always sucked.
But I think it's actually going away even more. Like I think they're actually taking the option completely away.
Well,
Either that
they're taking the option away from doing it straight from like Google and stuff, and it's only going to be like on into YouTube. They're supposed to be splitting it apart where it's going to be like a platform just for YouTube.
That's where they send things to die, really, if you think about it.
Yo, did y'all see that video from Keemstar from Drama Alert where the guy was making like I think it was $8,000 or $10,000 on YouTube, and then now he's only making like $500?
That's not the worst I've heard. Secular Talks channel has basically been completely demonetized, and that's a channel that gets anywhere from, well, I can get 400,000 views a day.
Dude, there was a guy that got his entire channel got demonetized because his channel name is Muslim Gamer, and like they demonetized all his videos because it has Muslim in it on the title.
There was one person that uploads that every time he uploads, it actually shows in his analytics that he's negative, where he actually owes YouTube money.
How is that possible?
I don't know. It's just though he said that whenever that's what happens whenever he uploads. So I mean, like by the time he actually makes any money, he ends up breaking even. So,
well, luckily I have not had any issues with that yet. But I'm careful about the titles and things that I make, and I've noticed that there is channels who will censor words in their titles just to make sure that it's not picked up by some robot or anything like that.
Oh yeah, because there's been a few people that got demonetized for kill or death in their titles.
Yeah.
So
like terrorist, ISIS, things like that. And there's one here. If I go to my Twitter feed, the Rob Dyke here, he made a video called "The End of the Series."
I think H3H3 said that he's getting ready to get out of YouTube.
Yeah, because it's just taking all the money away.
He said he's going to upload. He's going to go from 3 videos a week to 1 video a week, and then do most of his stuff on Twitch, because then he can get donations there.
Yeah, a lot of people are moving also to VidMe for everything.
A lot of people are, yeah. I mean, it's just, I mean, this guy made a video about demonetization, saying that a series he's doing is ending, and it got demonetized.
I think Boogie 298 was talking about that he maybe stopped doing what's that alternate character of his?
Francis, because
Yeah,
they
he
won't
said that he may
monetize a
start.
Francis video.
Yeah, he may stop doing that completely.
But Rags has got the right idea, having a Patreon and just being careful with your titles. I mean,
that's what you might have to do. Go to more, go to kind of crowdfunding
Yeah, but
sources.
it really sucks though. Like with the way they're doing shit.
really, your AdSense money, if like you were going to rely on your income online, your AdSense money should be backup, in my opinion. Your Patreon,
Yeah.
that's something that's like set in stone, right, Rags?
Well, what about the new thing that people are also
Your
doing? They're putting
Patreon, like you know what
chat.
you can count on with that, right?
Pretty much, because it's so many different people contributing, so it's a lot more steady.
Shaner, what about not putting the super chat in your chat so people can put like that little dollar in their comment goes up to the top of the board?
Yeah, super chat is a really great way for people to just give you money directly and not have to worry about Google or YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah, y'all don't even have it on here.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me and Randall
we
are still
will.
a few
'Cause
hundred
I
subs
think-
away
channel
from it.
launch. We will when the channel launch. So.
Yeah, when the channel launches, we're gonna do that because then it'll
Wait,
all go
what
to like
channel?
we're gonna have the game talk.
It's gonna have its own account and everything. So.
But then
Y'all
once
gonna
we
do a business account so y'all can all access through there.
Yep.
About time.
a thousand subs,
I want to
on.
unsub to this Brimstone guy, anyways.
Yeah, once we get 1,000 subs on there, then we can actually activate the super chat on that, and it'll all go to our group PayPal or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, everybody go sub over there so we can get rid of Brimstone.
Yeah.
Just wipe them up.
Yep. Did you
talking to this long
Link?
slong silver guy?
Long silver.
Don't know who that is.
That is a wonderful fucking username. That's great.
I gotta figure out if Puerto Rock was because he said he had
He has a Discord because I made him one today.
So I gotta find out where you said server settings.
He's in the supporters.
He is.
Yeah. What is that the dude you're trying to bring in?
No,
But
no.
not
Puerto
the
Rock's
long...
name is Puerto Rock 77.
No, I thought you said Long Slong Silvers.
Oh no, that's who's. I was wondering if that was him because he's just sitting in there in supporters.
Send me the link to the Discord and I'll send it to you into a server.
All right.
Don't worry, Dromain. We've discovered he likes anal with the homeless, so he's in check.
Hey, you leave that alone, bro. That's some tastiness.
See,
all right,
ain't
no gravy all day long, bro.
And he's already copping.
Jay,
that's how you know it's
this
true.
link is only going to be good for 30 minutes, so
that's fine. I mean, he's online. He should be able to get it.
There you go.
Puerto Rock, if you're listening, I'm about to send it to you in your Discord. Because I don't.
What does our little online community come to? Jay is making people Discords. I mean, what the fuck? Brimstone, what did you do?
I don't know.
He evolved me, dude. He evolved me. That's what he did.
Dude, 6 months ago, we had to show you what Google was. Now you're putting bots in Discords.
There you go.
I'm doing a lot.
Yeah, and his bots are like banning people and shit, man. Like,
I'm doing a lot more than that. I'm programming my Discord too, so I can monitor other people's shit.
Dear God.
Dude, hey, get better Discord on your fucking Discord. It is a beauty.
I'm scared of like anything you're programming. I'm scared of.
You can't even say anything in his chat when he live streams. Nightbot is like, "Well,
no.
Talking to me, I'm warning you."
Stainer, I have that specifically set up for you, just so it spams you.
Every time I put a turtle in that chat, it gives me some smart ass comment.
Because I gave it a command for every time it gets a turtle emote, it does a smart comment and it times you out.
Well, fuck your idea.
How you like that, Shaner?
You know what? I'll just find another emote to bug the shit out of you with.
And then I'll do that. What you gonna do now? I told you, Chicken Squad will always win.
I'm gonna dislike your shit.
That's fine. Dislikes actually help better now than likes.
I had like today we were talking about like the World War II thing and Polygon's wonderful tweet of it.
I still think they need to go to Vietnam or Cold War.
Well, the whole diversity thing and like it's still a white man's war, and I was like, well,
I think people are taking that out of context, man. Completely. No. Hold on. Let me explain what I'm talking about. I think people are like taking that what the guys from Sledgehammer were talking about way out of context.
No, that's not. Hey, wait. That is not what Sledgehammer said. Sledgehammer said they created this World War II game in hopes that it might prevent a World War III.
Oh no. Okay, I thought you was talking about how people are talking about like the Sledgehammer talking about the diversity.
They were being hyperbolic when they said that.
Yeah. Because some people were complaining that they have like they're gonna meet up with a black squad and they may say like racist stuff and people are like complaining about that. I'm like, but that's what the era was.
Yeah, but that's shoehorning some shit into a World War II game.
Yeah,
like all of a sudden the squad runs into a bunch of black soldiers and they start calling them niggers. It's like, why is this in a World War II game? I thought we were supposed to be fighting Nazis. Why are you trying to put shit that doesn't exist anymore?
But there were black squads in World War II that were fighting with the Allies. So like if you did meet across them, that kind of did happen, Yeah,
but that's not what. Do you want to see that in a World War II game?
No,
you know what else happened in World War II? Clubfoot.
Give a little bit more of like realism into the game because that is something that did happen in the history.
That doesn't mean it belongs in a video game about World War II.
No, I agree with you on that. It doesn't belong in there, but maybe they were trying to get a little bit more with the realistic effect to the thing, and that's where I'm like, I don't get where people are like, oh, because they're doing that, it's racist. I don't think it's racist. I mean.
It's not racist. It's
realistic
stupid because they chose one of the most ridiculous ways to portray realism. Because racism exists in reality. That now you could apply it to anything. Literally anything can have it now.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I mean, like there's so many more things to focus on with the World War II game.
Porter Rock's in the chat.
Calling somebody, a nigger or whatever. Like there's just no reason for that.
By the way, all these squad mates you're with, they're fucking racist.
But I think this whole like making your game have a diversity through everything is just stupid in general. Like
it's a forced diversity is not ever a good thing.
I'm in. Well, there are black Germans in Battlefield 1.
Yeah,
because that makes sense. It makes sense that the French have one because the French have a black character model as well in Battlefield 1 now.
Black Germans in
World War 1, yeah. That's Battlefield 1.
That makes no sense at all because that doesn't pertain to anything within inside history.
No, because it was put there for the sake of diversity.
I think there were like 130,000 Algerians fighting in the French army, but I'm not certain. I want to check up on it, but it just seemed to see Germans that are black in the 19-teens. I'm not buying what you're selling. Especially because Germany didn't have contact with their African colonies because of the Allied blockades during World War I.
In the new Call of Duty, they're going to have female soldiers. I mean, it's World War II.
Well, that's because they want to add diversity in there.
Well, isn't she a French partisan? Part of the French resistance.
She's supposed to be like a French rebel or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. To be honest, to be completely fair, the fact that there was any French resistance in the game is kind of stupid anyway, because they really didn't do anything. I mean, they're just trying to give France a, hey, good job, you guys, you tried, bucko.
Yeah, but I personally don't want another, like maybe it's just me, but I want to move to an era that we really haven't covered as much in, like, Vietnam or something like that.
Well, Rising Storm 2 is coming out.
Like Korea?
Yeah, Korea.
Korean War would be good.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get all fucking preachy like MASH got.
Oh, shit.
I do think that they're taking a lot more elements from Battlefield, though, because they're talking about doing squad-based classes in this one, too.
They need to do something. Because like when the new trailer, I mean, it looks good as far as trailers go, but I didn't see any real gameplay in there, and I don't have any actual information about the game.
Finally, someone else agrees with that.
So I'm just like, okay. I mean, I'm happy it's in World War II and it looks really nifty. And if my PC is gonna run the game looking that good, then I'll be very impressed. because I've enjoyed the World War II games in the past. I thought World at War was really good. I thought Call of Duty 2 was really good. And so I'm interested to go back and see what they do with it. Who's making this one?
This is done by Sledgehammer. This will be their actual second
Sledgehammer.
game.
All right.
There's a few tidbits that came out. Like one, there's no health regen.
Casuals are gonna hate that, man.
And also you can't pick up.
Yeah,
like,
but
ammunition.
I think
have
that's
to, like,
only going to
for
be
your
the
squad.
campaign.
Yeah.
You can't pick up
Portal
any.
Rock,
Like the campaign, yeah.
I think the health regen is only going to be in the campaign because they haven't said anything about the multiplayer.
Yeah, that would be rough in the Well, it wouldn't be rough, but
Well,
there'd be
no,
a lot of people
it
for
would be
casuals.
like
They would not
Battlefield.
like that at all.
It would be if they did that, no health regen, that would be like Battlefield if you set it to hardcore mode.
Well, yeah, it would be basically it'd be hardcore mode.
Hardcore mode. The biggest problem with hardcore mode in Battlefield 1 isn't that your health doesn't regenerate. It's that you only have 60 health, and now you die in one shot from half the weapons, and so it's bullshit. Hardcore mode is not hardcore. I hate that it's called hardcore mode. It's easy mode for people who suck at playing the game and can only hit someone 3 times before they think they deserve a kill or one shot across the map. So that's what it is.
I could imagine.
I suck at shooters. That's why I don't play Halo. Like if I can't kill them in 3 shots, then this game sucks.
Wait. Is that really why you don't play Halo?
I don't play it because it's not really just here for me. I don't have to jump through the hoops of going through the UWP. And I don't want to support the UWP in order to play Halo. If Halo 5 came out on Steam tomorrow, I would buy it.
I'm really surprised they haven't put it on Steam, in all honesty.
I am too.
Everything else that they put on Steam, I'm surprised they haven't. Same with Gears of War 4.
No, Halo War is rated really highly on Steam. So is Quantum Break, actually. So I just put it where people can just go and buy it, and we'll buy it. But it's not like I've got a bajillion games to finish and play, and I don't feel that much of a huge need to go out and run to someplace else that I don't want to support to buy a Halo game. It's like, as much as I want to play Halo, I've got other things I could be doing, and I just can't be fucked.
Puerto Rock, if you want to introduce yourself, so that way we don't have the great sound effects for you, but if you want to introduce yourself, let people know who you are and like how they can find you or whatever.
Oh, appreciate it. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Puerto Rock 77. You could catch me here on YouTube. I host the 60 Frames No Lag podcast every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And you can also catch me on Twitter, PuertoRock.aage. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for the invite. And this is pretty awesome. This is pretty cool.
So you play on PC?
Only logical pony out there.
Yeah.
Oh, he said 60 FPS, no lag. I thought he was a PC gamer.
So what do you want, sound effects?
Only for the
I can pull
podcast.
up Rambo's pony sound effect real quick. Hold on.
Podcast Master Race.
Podcast Master Race. That shit.
We got some news about Scorpio.
Yo, I'm so tired of hearing about fucking Scorpio every day.
Can you? I can't believe people are still fucking talking about the Scorpio. Every day, I follow some of these fanboy channels to mock them, and every day is like, I like the video with another podcast to talk about the Scorpio. How do you come up with things to talk about after all this time?
But it's rumors of shit that we don't even know it's gonna be. Like,
yeah,
so fucking retarded.
We heard a rumor from the janitor who once swept an office while Phil Spencer took a shit, and he told us that they're gonna add an extra teraflop by June.
Listen, you guys are sick. Listen, I'm on Zair's podcast, his multiplayer podcast, and since E3 last year, every single
it's every week. I agree with you.
Scorpio. Yo, I hardly talk. I remember one time it was like maybe around September, or maybe I think it was maybe August or September-ish, where there was like rumors of Ryzen and Vega and all that stuff going to the Scorpio. All I made one comment was, I said, I don't think you're gonna have Ryzen or Vega because it doesn't make sense that you're gonna release a console in a couple of months, yet the components don't even exist. Boy, for what was that? I was being attacked.
And they're still,
I know, right?
You're a stupid
they're still trying to tout that there's going to be some form of Vega inside that CPU.
Oh, they're still trying to say that custom or whatever what is that called, the
CPU.
Yeah, the CPU has some sort of like word behind it, like custom or enhanced or something like that, or
Evolved, Jaguar
Well,
Evolved.
Evolved, yeah,
Like a
evolved.
Dane's
They said
Rising
the
or something.
yeah,
well, that's what
they're
Digital
I've seen
Foundry
people.
called it. It was the Jaguar Evolve.
Yeah, I've seen people say that the word evolved means that it has some sort of Vega components in it. I'm like going, or
That's
Ryzen
what I'm
components,
getting
and
at.
I'm like, yeah, no, but it don't. Like
You
it,
think
I was
that
like, I
I
was
think it'd be
just
better
thinking,
sell if you put Ryzen on the name.
and I'm not a tech guy by any means, but I could use a little logic. I don't see I like this was like September, October time frame. I'm thinking I don't see a console coming out a year from now, and the two main components don't even exist. They haven't even manufactured it yet. Like I don't see that happening. I'm like,
it
this
couldn't.
console has to be almost done like right now
Well,
as we
in
speak.
all
Well, it has to be.
fairness,
It has
though,
to be
it's
done a
not.
few months before now because it has to go through manufacturing and they have
Yeah,
to
This
test
is true,
everything.
though. Like
that's
testing.
in all
Like,
fairness, it
that's what
doesn't
these
exist in
people
the
don't
retail
get.
world yet. It doesn't mean it doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
No,
Well, yeah,
I
but
think
I
at the
mean-
time they didn't even
that's
have
what
it
I'm
printed
saying.
yet. I don't think
That's
AMD
what I'm
even had
saying.
it.
Shayna. Right now, it's probably going through the reduction phases to get ready to be shipped to retailers as
Yeah.
we're talking right now. And that's what these guys don't understand.
No,
like
these
this thing
PC
is
parts, like the Vega chips and stuff for the GPUs, they don't exist to retailers yet.
No, I think at the time when AMD was talking about it, wasn't even ready to like give it to Microsoft to have. It wasn't even printing
Oh
yet.
no, I can
Yeah,
guarantee
this
you
was like
that it's
August.
not in the
Like,
Xbox
imagine-
Scorpio. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Stranger
Well,
things
I know.
happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I just thinking, damn, I just don't see this.
Honestly,
I don't see
think it's
Microsoft putting
I
this
think
all
it's just
together
incredibly
in over
boring.
3-4 months.
It's like we're gonna talk about maybe what the CPU is of Scorpio. I was like, who cares? This is the most boring, pedantic crap I've ever
Yeah,
heard
but then
people
you
talk
have like
about for 5 months.
you have Dealer Gaming's channel that's like dedicated to trying to like educate people on the technology when he's completely wrong, but yet when you call him out, he turns around and like calls you like a faggot, a boy, and all these different little motherfucker and everything. Like he'll send his people to attack you to make you like stop or just to mute him or whatever. But I'm like you're like trying to like fantasize about like what these things could mean and what these things could do. There's specific real world examples of things that are actually even stronger than what you are actually in the Scorpio that can't even do what you're saying the Scorpio can do.
man, I think these guys have their expectations way too high for E3, and like they really need to
I can't wait till
temper
E3
down
whenever they
everything.
say it's going to be like $499 or more, because then they're going to be like they're going to have like 12-hour podcast damage controlling the reason why they said it was going to be
You seen
$399.
the Xbox interview with Phil Spencer, the 19-minute video interview with Phil Spencer from Xbox On.
Quite honestly, I don't.
He said the price
none
in there,
of us
but then
wanna
he
watch
blanked it
Phil
out.
Spencer for 19 minutes. I play on the Xbox,
Hey,
and I
Shaner,
don't want to do
Shaner.
that.
Shaner, you see this middle finger? Sit on it, rotate.
Jay,
right.
you haven't been on Xbox in months. I don't want to hear it. I play on it every day, and I don't want to look at Phil Spencer
that's
for more
because
than
y'all
5
got me
minutes.
hooked on PC and I haven't went back. You're right about that. I've already stated that.
I'm just over here going, I don't know what kind of people can be entertained by people talking about rumors about what CPU is going to be in a console that won't exist for another half a year for a year plus.
Dude, it was longer than that because they've been talking about it for 14 months now.
Yeah, I really don't understand like how they've even like they've not talked about anything but that.
It's insane. It's just absolute. And now they're considering that's gonna be $399. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! Like I give up on these. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, look at the Pro. The Pro barely has any huge upgrade, and that thing launched at $400. You're telling me all this shit that the Scorpio is supposed to launch, with the DX12 hardware and 4K recording and all this customization, is going to be $399 as well? I'm like, no.
I don't think it's
you go to these popular channels in these circles like Crap Gamer, who for some reason people listen to, and is everything about this is I mean as y'all this is obvious propaganda channel, but you look at the stuff that he puts out. And he says Megaton, Microsoft partners with third-party dev to make exclusive Xbox One and Scorpio games. Sony does that every day. Sony is doing that all the time. It's not a Megaton because Microsoft finally got it.
Rags, if you actually click that source link that he has, it's the same thing that I sent y'all. It's a tweet from that company.
Wait, that's the Megaton? That's the
Megaton.
Known name
the
company.
mobile developer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Fallout Shelter is fucking gaudy material.
I mean, and it's like they overblown everything. Like, hey, UWP, now we're gonna see PC games going to console. And I'm like, isn't that PS4 doing that already? Like Dreadnought, like the betas on PS4. Like PS4's been getting, some PC gamers, PC developers.
I mean,
I've been making games on PS4.
Yeah, you see a lot of games starting off on PC where they can thrive in the open market, and then once they've built up, what they need to, they can put it on a console.
Yeah, I'm like, that's happening already. Like,
and if we can get those to be cross play, that's all the better.
I mean, look at Paragon.
Yeah,
Paragon's a prime example.
Warframe was another
I don't
one.
care for Paragon.
Final Fantasy 14, the MMO.
Yeah, Dreadnought. I'm like, it's already been happening. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Don't worry, you guys can have loadout, okay?
Loadout was actually fun if you could get enough people to play. But I mean, it was actually kind of fun.
It's just it's insane. And I mean, I get it. They want, you know what it is. This is what it boils down to. I guess they want to get revenge for what happened over the last 3 years, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got
I got the top comments
the
on
PlayStation fanboys. I guess they gave them PTSD, and I guess they have some mental. I guess they have some emotional issues.
But Puerto Rock, there's no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm like, but I'm thinking, and this is what I'm trying to reason with them. I'm like, listen, Scorpio's not going to repeat what happened last 3 years because over the last 3 years, Sony didn't ask you to pay $500 or pay $200 more for a competing console. If anything, PS4 was the cheaper console at one point. It was Xbox. It was Xbox.
It was $100 cheaper at launch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
it was Xbox that screwed up the pricing scheme. If Xbox would have launched at $300, we wouldn't be having these issues because it makes sense. You release a weaker console, but it's a cheaper price. Okay, we get that. But you're gonna release a weaker console for a more expensive price, and you can't really explain why, other than Kinect is supposed to do all these things, and then 6 months later you drop Kinect. Come on.
Well,
how can you expect
if-
people not to get pissed off?
Let's not forget them asking you to upgrade to the S, so that way you could actually get HDR gaming, and then not even support HDR gaming.
Yeah, you release.
If you're
You release
judging a
Halo Wars
console's
2.
pricing by specs or by power, as a lot of you fanboys call it, then you're wrong to begin with. A console is about convenience and features.
I agree. I
About the
completely.
games, man.
It's just a
Completely
box.
agree.
It's just a box you plug into the TV.
Just like I said,
That's it.
It's not
That's
what
all
you
it
just
is.
said, though. You
But-
said they released
but here's
a
the
weaker
thing, though.
console.
You
No,
can't
because
really do that.
here's the thing. So when the 2013 came out, there's a talk about 1080p, 720p, and to the casuals, that's some metric of power.
That is still power, though.
Okay, yeah, I know, but to a casual, they'd be like, all right, I pay $400. It's like buying a TV. There's a TV that's 1080p for $400 and a 720p TV for
But
$500.
if the 720p TV is a smart TV, then it kind of throws a wrench in your whole little theory.
Well, most people want to hear 1080p and
They're
720p.
willing to
You do
lose.
have a point. You do have a point, unless the features of the smart TV is not something a person really wants. You know what I'm saying?
me.
Like, for example,
Okay.
the stuff with the Xbox they were offering, the gamers didn't really want
Okay.
the stuff that
think-
Kinect offered. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it's like
It's
when you
all
have a
preference.
camera and it sells
Yeah.
itself by how many megapixels it is. I bet most people have no idea what the megapixels of a camera
exactly.
are, but they
Well,
see
people-
one number is bigger than the other. It must be better. I
it's
better buy it.
simplicity, and I'm not saying they actually dissect or even understand. It's just a simple concept. Gaming console that plays Call of Duty 1080p for $400, a gaming console that plays Call of Duty at 720p for $500. It's not really a big science project. It's like, hell, even if they both did 1080p, one's 400, one's 500.
well, yeah, I mean, it's just
I'm gonna pay
basically
400. And
basically
that's
the
really what happened. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just like I was talking today on Titanfall's podcast is like nobody's going to care about 4K this and 4K that. Like the casual audience comes into even if they both played the exact same level, they were going to walk into GameStop and they're going to go, okay, here's the Pro, here's the Scorpio. They're both at $400, but here's the PlayStation 4 Slim and the Xbox One S at $250. It's like they're like, what's the difference? And they're like telling them all this crap. It's like, but yeah, can I play the same games? They're like, yeah, okay, $250, I'm out.
Here's the thing: especially in November, the majority it won't even get to that conversation because most consumers are gonna most consumers are gonna walk in with only $350 in their pocket. So it's not even gonna be about Scorpio. That won't even be part of the conversation. They'd be like, oh, what's that Scorpio? How much?
It's going to be mainly the
I only got
hardcore that
$350.
buy it.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much the
They're just like the pro people. The only people who really about the pro were more the hardcore people that's been on that platform for a while or whatever, and just wanted the extra
And then
bump.
not only that, but you got to remember, I mean, if it is true, Microsoft may be releasing a line of VR headsets too.
Oh yeah.
Because they talked about that last year, and they're supposed to come out around the same time. The
Yeah,
Scorpio.
that's why my Xbox didn't sell, and there's not enough VR games.
The reason why that worries me, Jay, or makes me not like go, oh boy, is because for
You remember
VR
what I'm
to
talking
be
about, right? Though from
yeah, but
Game
for
Grumps last year?
but for VR to be successful, you got to have games.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting at. Like they're
like
doing
what?
pretty much what Sony did last year. Like I felt like they didn't have enough games when they released the Pro and the VR at the same time. They should have released more games with it than what they did. Microsoft has no games and they're releasing hardware.
Well, yeah, but like okay,
And here's the thing: the VR in general, it has the curse. What I call yeah, it's probably great, but the problem is it's an aftermarket peripheral. What I mean by that is, so you're trying to sell a peripheral that plays games, but the base user is bigger than the peripheral. So who wants to make a big game for a peripheral that sold 1 million when the base console is at 60 million?
Not only that, but a lot of people
don't want to invest that.
A lot of people.
I would like to see more games like
several
I would like to
hours
see.
The best you're gonna get is
more
games like Resident Evil 7, where you can sell. Yeah, that's the best you're gonna get.
And that would be fine with me.
Yeah.
That would be fine with me to actually just include like a VR playthrough through your third party games. But I mean, if you go back to like, I know BG, like if you watch his channel, like you can go to sleep because he just talks in a monotone voice. But I actually watched like one of his videos here recently talking about like, does Microsoft need more first party games and first party studios? And he was like, so basically he said last generation Microsoft had all the third party deals, so they didn't really have to rely a whole lot on first party. Like they were basically capable of letting the third party during the November timeframe or whatever, like take up, a lot of the places where, an exclusive might take up, or even during the beginning of the year when they had those deals with, those third party devs that released, towards the beginning of the year. He said, so they didn't really plan ahead. They just kind of felt like, okay, we got the kind of the sweet spot. Well, Sony caught up because of the fact that they were able to like go to their first party devs and get some games that you couldn't get elsewhere. So people came back and they lowered their price and stuff like that. Well, this generation, Sony's got all the first party devs and the third party deals. And Microsoft has really the only thing they can really rely on is their first party, but they've got no first party, barely any first party. Every time I say no first party, people like freak out. They've got barely any first party deal or any first party studio, so like they don't really have anything to rely on.
Well, Kids Move did the same video today too, and he botched his. But oh, dude, he claimed that Microsoft bought Halo 3 and Bungie during Halo 3, and he was like they didn't really have any first party IPs with the original Xbox, and I'm like,
they bought Bungie before they even.
I sent him out a tweet on that. I was like,
Halo 1. Have you not?
I said, I told him 5 minutes of Google can be your best friend, and then I sent him like 2 screenshots of when they bought Bungie and when Halo 1 came out.
Yeah, like Halo.
He was willing to admit that he was wrong. He said, my bad mistake.
And then Forza, it was made on Xbox. Turn 10.
Yeah,
it was made on Xbox. In fact, most of their big guns were on the original Xbox. Fable, Halo, and Forza. Gears came.
Yeah, and then he was right about one thing. Gears of War was bought after.
Gears was the third party, but they made a second party or whatever. And they
but here's the thing: Peter Moore was smart to make sure that game stood exclusive on the Xbox 360. So even though it's not first party, it still resulted in the same way. It's a game you can only play on Xbox, and Peter Moore made sure that deal went through. And
wait, which deal are you talking about?
The Gears of War.
Gears of War wasn't made by Peter Moore.
No. What I'm saying is Peter Moore made the deal with Epic to make sure it stayed on Xbox. Peter Moore was in charge of Xbox division. Yeah.
I was like, hold on.
It was Cliffy B.
I was looking at like, wait, Peter Moore did.
No, Peter Moore was the one that put 360 on the fucking map, and he handed a Corvette Ferrari to goddamn Don Matrick, and Don Matrick crashed it because he was drunk on some shit. You know what I'm saying? But Peter Moore knew what it took.
What he cared about was getting third parties content. That's all he cared about.
Yeah.
He was good for one thing, and that was marketing.
Yeah.
He was great at marketing.
But people keep tweeting me this. Like this guy tweeted me, said that Microsoft's focus is on having the most powerful console for third-party developers. And I'm thinking, but the problem
Phil
is
actually stated that.
That Sony owns the marketing rights on almost every big third-party developer. So therefore, every third-party game. So you take that where the marketing deals, like it's basically Scorpio, they can't show off how the game looks on Scorpio until Digital Foundry does a video on it.
Yeah, or until after Sony does a video, depending on how the marketing rights are.
Here's the thing with the marketing rights.
Defeats that purpose.
It's the simplicity, because what's gonna happen is this holiday, you're gonna see, let's say, like if Red Dead Redemption does come out this year, you know, the average consumer is gonna walk into Best Buy, Walmart, Target, whatever, and they're gonna see a big red box, and it's gonna say Red Dead Redemption 2 PlayStation bundle for $250 with the game included. And that's all the consumer needs. They don't need no conversation. That's all they need. It's a big red box on an aisle, $250. The game that they want is included. They're just gonna grab that box, go to the register, and pay for it.
Well, that's what it comes down to. Like when you walk in there, you see the display. The first thing that catches your eye is what you're gonna gravitate towards.
Yes, it's that big red box. And then if it's like Star Wars, freaking Darth Vader's face on it. Those are.
I think most people are just gonna buy it for whatever system they've got.
Yeah. Or yeah, for that.
He's talking about like any new customers.
Yeah,
new customers.
It's gonna about system console sellers. You know.
It's not gonna be like
it's simple. It's really a simple concept. You walk in a store, and if you want Battlefront 2 and you want to buy a console for it, you see a big box that says Battlefront 2.
I think a lot of
they need to take advantage of these big game releases.
Yeah, it's just simple. It's a simple sell. It's simple advertisement. It's not really you don't even need the Best Buy person to help you get it. You could just visually see it and be like, "Oh shit, this is what I'm looking for."
That's why I say I think a lot of these guys think that a lot of these casuals kind of think like we do on YouTube, and it's not that way at all.
Majority of console gamers are not going to talk about 4K resolution and Jaguar cores.
Some of them don't
even know. He's like, "Can I plug this in? Will it work?"
That's like whenever I've been trying to tell people, it's like if you go to any GameStop or any Best Buy's game section or the Walmart game section, you don't hear a single person mention anything about resolution or
How about they don't even talk about Scorpio?
Did you make a video like too much food?
Huh?
Are you going into GameStop like too much food? And
oh God, no, no. I'm just saying.
Is that what I just heard?
Quite a bit.
Is the PlayStation now messy? They don't have it organized for you.
No, I've got them in line, man.
I mean, he's a cool dude.
Are you creeping on the fucking side of Best Buy, asking people what they came out and bought?
No, I don't sit in my car. I don't sit in my car and film people.
Oh my God, weird. Skyrim is the #3 selling game on Steam. What the fuck? How are people still buying this shit?
Dude, it's like GTA 5, man. That thing.
It's like, who's left to buy it?
Yo, I'm thinking, is there any other platforms to play this game on?
Yeah, it's like now coming out for iPhone and Android.
It's like
now coming out for
rags. There's 7 billion people in this world.
Coming out for your toaster and your fucking easy bake oven. Like, how many more devices can actually play GTA 5? Like, who is still buying this game?
There's 7 billion people in this world. They haven't even reached that margin yet.
Well, the people that like at GameStop, because I asked them about that, because I was like, "Well, how the fuck is GTA still selling like that?" And he said that they said almost everybody that comes in there picks up a new console, whether it be for PlayStation or Xbox, picks up GTA 5 as well.
Wow! Oh, yeah. Outlast 2 is only $30 new. Huh? I didn't know that. Okie dokie.
You can get it on CD keys for $30.
Well, it's new on Steam for $30.
Yeah, I bought it for 30. Yeah, you said Outlast. I bought it for 30.
I was in the store and it was
like
30
trilogy for 32.
Interesting.
Yo, did you see Angry Joe's review on that? He ripped it a new one.
I haven't yet. I saw it pop up, but I've been doing shit all day. But I'll check it out because I'm interested in it.
New one.
Well, I'll take a look and I'll see here. But because it's rated 87% positive on Steam, so I'll see what's up.
Well, now Outlast 2?
Do not ruin it for me, please. Thank you. Come again.
Boom!
What?
Dicker jib.
Sony allegedly shipped 60
come
million
on,
PlayStation.
Tatum,
See,
you
this is how petty that we're getting here. It's like Sony goes back to ship numbers that they allegedly shipped 60 million PS4 console. Dude, crap gamer. They're fucking you in the asshole in terms of sales. Get over it.
And they're fucking you at the drive-through.
Like on a real listen, this
Wait,
sells
you
this sells
really
wars.
think that video that you just said?
They just need to let it go. It's like the Super Bowl. You
It's
know,
unbelievable. Oh, by the way, I got
That's it.
a top comment on one of the crap gamer videos.
Yeah, the only problem is that they don't actually have any Tom Brady on their side.
Yo, the problem
it's
is
over.
I don't think
it's
yeah, that's
done.
what I'm saying. They got
Burning
Atlanta
subscriber
Falcon.
base
Like,
out.
deal
Yeah,
with
yeah, they basically yes.
it. Yeah, you just deal with it. You just been Atlanta Falcon. Like, let it go.
49ers.
I don't think he understands that he's burning his subscriber base out too by posting like 6 videos a day.
If we're gonna talk about sports, you guys all need to rag on the Cowboys to Rambo, and then we need to just move on.
Oh shit, he's a Cowboy fan.
What are
Yes, he
sports?
is.
Back from
Rambo.
the
You mean like
Fuck you,
Counter-Strike
a
Go?
Cowboys fan.
Because
You mean like Dota?
Rambo, go in the bathroom and hang yourself right now, please.
The Ducker
Cowboy.
Gerbs.
Hey, I don't know if you guys into baseball, but fucking Yankees made a fucking killer comeback down 8-1. Fucking amazing.
And in baseball, 8-1's like 200 points in basketball.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's like in hockey when a team scores 3, it's like, oh shit!
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They scored 3!
I'm not into hockey, but I watch it because it's fun and stuff like that. But like a team was winning like 3-0, and I'm like, all my friends are like, oh my god, the game's over, and I'm like, yo, it's the first period.
It's like
Are you
soccer.
fucking kidding me? It's
They
a
won
fucking
1-0. It's a
slaughter.
blowout.
It's a disaster. I'm like,
What's funny is if you
it's
ever
only
watch a hockey
3
game on
goals.
TV and you see you see a team get up 3-0, you'll see people get up and start leaving, and I'm like going, it's fucking
Rambo's
3
not
points,
kidding.
man.
Yeah.
It's like soccer. It's 2-0.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, you forget about it.
I cannot stand
It'll take you 30 minutes to score twice. If you're lucky.
I went to 2 soccer games, right? You know, just for my friends to get into it, and both games ended 0-0. I'm like, fuck this sport. Like, this is the most retarded shit ever. Like, ever.
It's like foot tennis, man. It's like fucking takes
Twice.
forever.
Like, what are the odds of me going to 2 games and they both end 0-0? Like, no, this is no. Someone needs to at least like fight or something. Like,
Somebody
put them in the middle and
knock the
just
fuck
rumble.
out.
Like, this is stupid. I'm
Like, I paid all this money for my tickets. I better see some broken teeth on the fucking ice.
Somebody do a drop kick.
Dude, it's like going to a fucking NASCAR race. You're not going there to see the race. You're going to watch somebody die on a track, dude.
Yeah, it
So
pisses
what do y'all
me
think
off.
about Nintendo skipping E3?
Oh man, that's just
Really?
Wait,
Because I was just
they're not
about to
doing
say there's so many games that I can name for the Nintendo Switch right now. Do they really even need to go to
Well,
E3?
hey, Rags, you didn't hear they're also coming out with another handheld.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the XL 2DS?
Yep.
That's fine.
July.
Whatever.
The 2DS
What?
XL looks like it's
150.
worth it, in my
Well,
opinion.
fair. I mean, the DS has a shit ton of excellent games.
But what I don't understand is like E3 is the biggest press conference. You come out with
think,
2
right?
new pieces of hardware, and you would think you would want to show off not just the hardware, but games that are coming out.
Yeah,
for the
you would
holiday
think
for it.
so.
Yeah,
Switch's
there's a-
problems is games from
Well-
always forward, and
Well, that's
you think they'd take advantage of that.
yeah. You would think they would go and they would take advantage of going to E3 and talk about like the third party because like that's a big question. The app that is supposed to come out this summer, which they haven't talked about anything at
They'll
all.
do another. They'll
And
do a
so
Nintendo
much of the
Direct.
information that we know about the Switch is like, well, we have this idea this game might come out at one point, eventually maybe, but
Yeah,
you don't
like
know
Skyrim.
when. Like we have something about Skyrim is a thing. There's some other things that we know a lot of these games just exist in concept for a lot of people. And so it would do a lot for them because right now it's just a Zelda box. So you would think that they would really do something about trying to sell the fact that the Switch has games planned for it.
Yeah,
Not-
and
How
E3
dare
would be
you,
the
Mario
perfect place
Kart
for
8
them.
just came out again.
Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
Didn't that release in like 2006?
No, I
Something
think
like
they got
that.
released in 2000.
Yeah, it's the exact same game except that you're paying $60 for DLC.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Or you're
to
paying
be able
you're
to play
basically
it.
paying $60 for the Game of the Year edition. And
Yeah,
an extra car and a track.
So I mean, it's just another way for not remastered or anything. It's just basically the exact same game, just put on a chip.
Pretty much. The thing that I don't, the thing that I don't get, man, is you're
Do
just
the
gonna miss
Switch
out on the
cartridges
big
still
event.
taste nasty? Jay, go put one in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Fuck you, dude. I did that already. That shit tastes like garbage.
I still owe Metro $10 because I told him if he put it in his mouth, I'd buy him or I'd get him $10.
Dude, I can't remember if it was Metro or someone else that told me to do that at first because I didn't know about it until one of y'all told me. And I tasted the Zelda cartridges and that shit tasted nasty.
It was
What is it with these licking cartridges? Like, did something happen?
No,
Like,
what Nintendo put on the label, you know where the little picture is for the like the label for it? They put like this type of stuff on it to make it taste nasty. So if a baby chews on it, they'll immediately spit it out.
The reason why this became a thing is because Nintendo put out a presser talking about to try to, like, I guess, inform people that these cartridges weren't going to be like threatening for babies or whatever because of this reason right here. And so whenever, like, once the actual console released, whenever people got these games, everybody was like, well, I want to try. And so that's how it became a thing.
That is hilarious.
Metro knew about it, right? And like I persuaded him into putting his Zelda game in his mouth.
So Nintendo basically said they made this cartridge taste like shit, and everybody wanted to actually taste it.
Yeah, everybody wanted to taste it.
You ever had a friend that be like, "Man, this food is terrible. Here, try it." Like, why would I try it, bro?
Man.
Like,
It's peer pressure.
you told me it's terrible. Why would you offer this to me? Like, what kind of friend are you? Like, man, God, this is the worst drink ever. Take a sip of this shit. I'm like, what?
Dude, it is though, man. It is. It's nasty as fuck.
Oh my god.
They said that the whatever substance they put on, I mean, like, somebody did a thing, but it's like the world's strongest sour or bitter taste. Like it's bitter, more bitter or whatever than anything that you can get. You could get yourself off the shelf
Wow.
specifically for this.
And you better hope it don't cause cancer or any shit like in 5 years.
Can you imagine the headlines? Nintendo gave me cancer. I mean, it wouldn't be that much different than the YouTube gaming community headlines now, but this would be worldwide.
Nintendo gave me cancer. Wow.
Oh wow, that would be ridiculous.
How I got AIDS.
You got like a tumor on your tongue or something.
It's a fucking tumor.
It's not a tumor.
So fuck. I can see it though. I can honestly see it.
I could see the headlines going up really big.
Well, I could see Nintendo getting sued, boy. Oh shit, I might start licking cartridges.
Like, your games taste like shit. I want my
Yeah,
money back.
You're gonna go back and like lick the cartridge and like start planning your doctor. Like, I need to see my doctor in about 5 years.
Nintendo Breath of the Wild. Now it tastes like real rupees. Tastes like actual Hyrulean dirt.
The reduced risk. Never mind.
Oh no, who invited Metrox into the chat?
Who invited you?
Brim. I'm sorry.
This is
I'm
true.
sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to be here.
Who invited Shaner?
I don't know.
That
I haven't said that word in a
Brimstone
long
guy.
time. I haven't said the word Shaner in a long time.
That's because Rags never talks to me. I'm like the black sheep of this podcast.
Did you guys hear something?
I thought Rambo was the black sheep of this podcast.
He said you guys hear something.
Didn't he get y'all that really garbage interview?
Oh, yeah. See, actually, before we had the guest in here tonight, I had to make sure he didn't make a gay activist video game.
No, I'm not having that. I'm not going back through that again.
This podcast is like being in a party chat. This is
Yeah, pretty
hilarious.
much. Yeah. We just hang out.
This is awesome.
I told you, Puerto Rock, this is how you should do it.
Like, we're using Discord.
Yeah.
You know, Rambo can get you an interview that will probably attract, I don't know, like some viewers.
It'll definitely attract Metrox over there.
Set him up, Rambo. 2048.
Like, don't put words in my mouth.
Metro.
Called 20 wrong
Rambo,
2048.
set him up to that interview.
There's a game called ROM 2048 on the PlayStation and PC.
2064, you piece of shit. You just misgendered that year.
Okay, whatever the game is, it's a
fucking monster!
And it uses gender neutral pronouns.
It does?
Yeah, thank you. It does, exactly.
Yo, I had to go back.
The
I had to
jib!
go back and watch that that podcast because Sainer and Brim told me not to watch it, and I was like, all right, I gotta watch this now.
That can't be that bad. Oh God.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
Wait, which podcast?
The one
The-
with that
The
one developer.
interview because I didn't.
I'm
watch
gonna do it over a stream or something. I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on what I can get done.
Yeah, I was surprised
it
he
was-
actually got requests for that. I was like, really?
What?
Like, he actually has people requesting for like Rags to do like a stream over or a stream of the developer. Like he wants people actually want him to do like a commentary about it.
Because I had like Fun Fact and Jack and some guys where they were telling me that they were listening to it. I was playing Metal Gear Solid, and so they were telling me they just said this, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? They did not. He's like, yeah, they just said that. And like, I'm glad I'm not in there because they wouldn't get anything done.
I really wish you actually would have been there because like it was just like some of the stuff that like, just kind of floored me that he said that. What did he say about the privilege thing? It was like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, there was so much.
It got to the
bullshit.
point where I actually called this way before it happened. I told the guy, I said, put away your victim card before you go forward. And Brim's like, shut up, he's not using a victim card.
You know who
5
you
minutes
reminded
later,
me
he's
of?
like, oh, okay. Never
Sainer?
mind.
Yep, I was wrong.
Sainer,
Shit,
you
was
know
Like
like,
I was wrong. He
Reminded me of
wasn't pretending. He's actually retarded.
yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was like because like the stuff he was saying was like just didn't even fucking make sense.
Sainer,
Oh,
in a lot of
so-
ways, he reminded me of Thorny.
me and
Ravioli.
Me?
positive
No,
though.
no, the guy in the podcast interview. He reminded me of Thorny without the ravioli can in his hand.
Ravioli. Give me the formioli.
Hey, Porter Rock, do you follow this Alpha Fox Warfare dude on Twitter?
Oh shit, that's such an edgelord name.
I think I do follow him.
Alpha Fox
Is that guy who used to be the PlayStation guy, Fox PlayStation?
Oh no.
Fox News Now? No, that's a different guy.
Okay.
You're talking about Fox News Now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
He changed his
I know
name.
this. I've seen this guy's profile before. Oh, he's a fucking fanboy.
He's like one of these people that are like he started okay, first of all, he started playing, he's 17 years old. He started gaming on the PSP. And then he switched from the PSP to the PS3 and now to the PS4. So he's very, very limited with PlayStation and very limited with gaming in general. But this guy's got like he tweets out like he's got some sort of insider information, and for some reason people like believe him or something. But at this point, he's became a meme because like he says like nothing about Days Gone screams Sony exclusive quality. It screams generic third party bullshit to make a quick buck. But he does this shit and says this shit just to like get a rise out of people or whatever. And what's funny is that actually PlayStation blocked him.
Really?
Let
Yes.
me ask you this. Why the fuck do people think that these dumbasses have fucking insiders? Like,
Right.
Well,
their
there are
viewership
in-
isn't
there
that
are-
high.
Well,
No.
there are insiders, but I mean, like, I don't ever think that this guy's the insider because I mean, like, first of all,
No,
like,
but I'm saying is
Sony's not
when-
trusting.
Alpha
hear
Fox
the-
retweeted you, Rambo.
Yeah, he does.
Hold on. What I'm saying, Rambo, I'm not saying they're insiders. I'm saying why do people think that these dumbass YouTubers actually have legitimate?
He's not even a
insiders
YouTuber.
inside the
He's not even a YouTuber. He's just on Twitter. But the thing is, though, is that if you just present yourself in a proper way, then you can get people on the internet to believe you for a while. But like that's what he was doing. He was like he was some sort of like he worked for Sony almost, and more and more people started calling us bullshit, and now he's became like a meme within the community because it's like he always has like breaking and stuff like that, like breaking news, and ends up being some bullshit that doesn't ever come
So
true
what
or
you're
whatever.
saying is he's the crap gamer PlayStation.
Oh, he's definitely the crap gamer because he's the guy I did a video on because he has like almost every one of his reviews. He's never even played the game.
Oh, that's the one you did the video on a few months back.
So now he's actually writing for a different website now, And so whenever he uploads his reviews, I go check his profile to make sure he actually played it.
Wait. He's writing for a different website after you pretty much got him canned from the other website? How does that make any sense?
I don't. Apparently, the people just don't give a shit who they hire.
So why don't you just send that same video to the other website so you can can them from that one?
Why are you trying to get people fired, Rambo? Why are you breaking up families?
Yes,
Well, he's doing a service. He's doing a service.
Well, he's not even getting paid though. So I mean, that's the thing.
Oh,
he's not
okay.
getting
So
paid,
you're just ruining people's hobbies.
Yeah,
Some people like to write shit reviews, Rambo. Some people like it. Some people
Hey,
just.
Rambo, I say you keep doing it.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Just to know you're ruining somebody's day. It's like, fuck this.
But it's therapeutic for me to ruin somebody's day. So I mean, like, how's that? It works out.
Such an asshole.
Well, is he a minority?
No, he's gay. So
Oh, then fuck you. Oh, he's fucking homophobic piece of shit.
it's a hate crime.
You know, I'm a gay
Rambo.
atheist trans canine, and no one apparently cares about me. So I mean, fuck other people.
Mexicans and Asians, black people too.
Yes, canine.
Yeah. So I don't know this guy, but I don't know. Like he just like floors me. But I found it like, just absolutely hilarious that like the person who actually thought that he was gonna get away with like pretending to be a PlayStation insider actually gets blocked by PlayStation.
Well, look at how Phil and company treat Crap Gamer and Mooch and all them.
McDonald's blocked Wendy's this week. I mean, that's
That was hilarious.
McDonald's
that was
basic bitches.
Wait.
And then Hardee's
McDonald's
blocked him
Wendy's?
too.
Yes, that was hilarious.
Wendy's is
the
Hardee's
best
blocked
place.
him, and so did McDonald's. But I mean,
Wendy's is awesome.
Yeah, that Wendy's Twitter account is a troll.
Wendy's Twitter has actually made me want to eat Wendy's exclusively.
Oh, the Wendy's Twitter is fantastic. Oh
It's
my
fucking
god. Whoever runs the Wendy's Twitter just never leave.
Twitter now.
Whoever is running that Twitter account is fucking masterful troll.
What was it like? They're like, I'm gonna go. Like one of their. Oh, they get this question a lot, but they're like, I want to go to McDonald's today. So what should I get from their menu? And when he comes back, like nothing.
I'm gonna have to follow their Twitter, man. What the fuck
I
is
follow
over there?
I follow.
Oh,
it's
dude,
hilarious.
Wendy's is probably the most followed franchise on Twitter, dude. Like,
It's fucking hilarious.
And it all
man.
started.
They got me following them now, man.
No, when Wendy's became a troll, because it all started with one guy.
fridge.
No, yeah, the fridge. He has the one guy says, "Hey, if your beef is never frozen, then how the hell you transport it?" And Wendy's posted a picture of a refrigerator. Like, yo, it was hilarious. And from that day on,
Well, they tweeted out the Pepe meme, but with Wendy's face on it, and that got them a lot of popularity. They got them a lot of traction too.
that account is hilarious.
And there's a lot. There's just I keep seeing pictures of people drawing Wendy.
Yeah.
And
that account is fucking hilarious.
The argument between Wendy's and McDonald's was all about the full. And Wendy's was saying they were the first ones to do it, and McDonald's replied back, "Say, hey, it doesn't matter if you're first." So Wendy's replies to McDonald's without Googling who's the fourth man to land it on the moon.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Then McDonald's
blocked him. It's like, you can't believe fucking
that was
Carl
fucking
blocked Wendy's on the
hilarious.
corporate account.
Hilarious. I'm like, oh, this is so funny.
Their Twitter is just like.
By the way, I'm still seeing the 18 million retweet for free nugs thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still see that.
He's still doing it. Wendy's even retweeted it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Really,
Google
Maybe we'll
retweeted
give
that
dude
one.
free nuggets.
I don't know if he's about to surpass Ellen DeGeneres' record.
Wendy's just retweeted on April 26th that says the retweet record is so close he can almost taste the nuggets. Let's make it happen. He's at like 3.4 million.
Yeah.
It is currently at 3. It is at, can I get an 3,351,795 retweets.
Yo, send me that
For
tweet.
nuggets.
For nuggets. For the love of
like-
nuggets.
There's got like 6 million to go.
Like Ellen DeGeneres' picture was was done back in 2014. It took her almost like 2-3 years to get her tweet. This dude's doing it in a month for
send me that tweet.
Even she even said on her show, she's like, you know, like of course she made a joke about it, but she's like, I planned this record. Like first I had my show, and then I came out and lost everything, and then I got the most successful talk show, and then I got the biggest stars in Hollywood to take this picture. And this guy comes out of nowhere for nuggets.
How
like,
Carter
no.
will that dude got his account verified.
Yeah,
He got his account. Carter got his. There's also apparently a hashtag Nugs for Carter. It's on the back of this NASCAR freaking Corvette.
When he got verified, there were like book authors that replied. He's like, you know, one author's like, I wrote a best-selling book and I didn't even get verified, and this guy just asked for nuggets. Oh, it was hilarious.
He has his own chicken nugget emoji now.
Yeah. Hell yes. Let's start hitting up fast food restaurants, get verified on Twitter.
You gotta love America.
Well, I've actually asked Twitter. I was like, how many retweets to get verified, and they never answered.
Well, fuck Twitter. Let's hit up Arby's. They do video game ads, right?
Yeah.
You got like doctors who wrote.
Oh, Wendy's is going to donate $100,000 to the Dave Thomas Foundation for adoption for if Carter gets if he breaks the retweet record from the Ellen DeGeneres show.
I retweeted it.
I did too.
Yo, I said send me the link so I can retweet it.
Amazon is retweeting it. Twitter retweeted it. Microsoft retweeted it.
Did Sony?
Apple Music retweeted it.
Sony didn't retweet it.
Fuck Sony. Never buying a PlayStation 4 again.
And this
I don't want Nugs for Carter, man.
Yoshida ain't got time for that shit.
Yoshida's been too busy dealing with
I ain't
games.
trying to find this tweet that y'all are talking about.
He's too busy trying to get Shenmue
Remember,
3
Jay,
out.
Google.
I googled, bitch.
I'll look for it. I'll get it to you.
No, come on.
But all I'm seeing is retweets.
Just put Nugs for Carter.
Nugs for Carter.
No, that's what I put, but all I see is retweets. I don't see the original source.
No, because the guy's name is Carter Wilkinson. So I'll get it to you. I'll tag you in. I'm gonna put I'm gonna add you on.
Wait until the news network start bashing him for it. It's just gonna be funny.
Oh yeah, McDonald's here. McDonald's today we've announced this was in the end of March.
You should see your notifications, Jay.
I know. I already found it before you sent it to the notifications.
Well damn.
McDonald's tweeted at the end of March, today we've announced that by mid-2018, all quarter pounder burgers at the majority of our restaurants will be cooked with fresh beef. And Wendy's replies, so you still use frozen beef in most of your burgers in all of your restaurants? Asking for a friend. So that's got 75,500 retweets, 184,000 likes.
Yo, this guy is hilarious, man.
Yeah. All for nuggets. A man needs his nugs.
Man needs his nugs.
Dude, I remember retweeting that guy out when he was at a few thousand. I didn't know he was gonna get that big. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah, he got big enough where Twitter verified him.
He got something that Rambo's been trying to get for years.
People just don't take me seriously without the blue check mark. Actually, I just want to be able to say when people tweet me like that guy, that Joseph guy, be like, "Bitch, you ain't even verified. Get off my nuts, man."
I'm telling you, Rambo, we need to tweet Arby's.
I'm going to start tweeting Arby's.
Tell them how many retweets for free curly fries.
No, I never. These are things.
Yeah, I don't think Arby's is gonna do it.
I could have done this thing 2 years ago. Hey, McDonald's, how many retweets for Big Mac?
I never thought about it.
They probably would have replied, "Fuck all." I'd be like, "Oh
yeah." Who the fuck are you, man?
Who the fuck are you?
Arby's right now.
Rambo's really doing it.
At Arby's.
No, or just put how many retweets. Just put how many retweets.
Rambo, I don't think you're funny enough to do what he's doing.
No, just put how many retweets to get a load of all your meats.
To get a load of all your meats.
Like I said, you have to use someone else to get your joke funny enough.
Have the meats.
I bet PETA hates Carter with a passion. You're probably right, Parrot.
Live wires is funny.
Y'all have
I hope
have
he
y'all
never
seen,
goes away.
Have y'all seen the new Joker?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, for
Oh,
Injustice
dude.
2.
Let
Yeah,
me
he
take a
looks
look.
badass.
Yep, that's my new
Joker.
wallpaper on my desktop.
Oh my God, the dude
Yeah,
that
he looks sick
Carter-
as fuck, dude.
Carter wants the Nuggets. He took a picture with a senator, and Senator Aaron Ford, and he put, I'm just a man standing next to the man. Good to meet his family today, and he put hashtag Nugs for Carter. A fucking senator. Are you kidding me?
This is a matter of public interest.
This is
You
what's
guys
wrong with
haven't.
the
You
world
guys
today.
haven't. The damn Senate hasn't figured out a budget for this government, and you're tweeting Nugs for Carter.
Well, okay,
Are you
wait. To be fair, one of those is a little easier to do than the other. One of them is like the national budget for the most powerful country in the planet. The other one is retweeting Nugs for Carter. One's a little quicker and easier than the other.
Oh my God.
Nah, but Rags,
Hashtag national
Darkseid
budget
and
for
Joker
Carter.
look fucking sick as fuck.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm not into fighting games, but I like the model. The model looks good. With the one with the dark purple jacket. Yeah, that's my fight. Yeah, you're good.
You know that art style that they're going for is from the Killing Joker comics for Joker.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Because that was the kind of art style that the guy that wrote the Killing Joker was using.
Well, I like it when you have games with these nifty kind of art styles to them. You know, things that are kind of new and interesting.
Well, they're also trying to blend that in though with Jared Leto's recent Joker. I mean, look at him, Jay.
Oh yeah.
Like they're trying to make it relevant in a couple of places.
I definitely like it though. I think he looks a lot better. I didn't really like Jared Leto's Joker, man, with all the tattoos. That was the one thing and the grill that threw me off.
The grill is what just kind of made it sink to me. It was just stupid.
No.
You got to have a grill, man.
No, man. Like when I think of the Joker, I think of like an old
Like
psychopathic
a rugged thug,
gangster.
not.
No,
someone
I
with a
think of
fucking
it like
grill.
a mob gangster. I don't think of like some actual, like gangster from the hood.
Joker, man.
Well, you can look forward though to getting those Jared Leto Joker boxers with the Joker's face smiling with a grill right next to your dick.
That's something you would do.
If they came in my size,
can
I
work.
probably would. Yeah. I just
I don't
recently
know.
found
I
a pair of
definitely have
Batman
to say
sandals
though,
in my
Injustice
size.
2
I bought them.
definitely
quickly.
looks like a really good game.
Well, they made him
everything
for a
they've shown.
really fat kid, but I guess you know.
I'm not a really fat kid, Rags.
I didn't say you were.
You implied it.
No, I said they were.
Well,
made for
you
really
can't
fat
say
kids.
you're thick bones or
I'm
whatever.
saying they're large.
You're just thick, Shaner. It's all right. We all love you for
I
your
am
fat
a
ass.
thick, independent woman.
I didn't know. thick
I'm just
had
buoyant.
bones for days.
So you're more than one woman?
He's about.
That's
5
if he
feet,
identifies
like
as
he
not
is.
one woman but multiple women. Then who? Then I mean, yeah.
I mean, who? Yeah, who am I?
No place to tell me
together.
otherwise, sir.
Yeah,
Like,
who
how
am I?
dare
Yeah,
you
who
say
am
that?
I?
That I'm not multiple women.
Who am I? Yeah, I can't.
You don't know what I
can't-
got going on down there.
You're fucking monsters.
You're right about that. That could be it.
That could be what?
Old boy said the reason why he has the grill is because Batman knocked his teeth out when he killed Robin. He could be right about that because that
wow.
that was in the comics.
You killed
that-
Robin. Well, I hope you fucking like porridge, you piece of shit.
Oh my God.
For fuck's sake, Carter is only like less than 100,000 away.
He is.
Yeah.
You saw that I sent it to you guys in
Yeah, 3.3 million, 3,351,815 for Carter, and 3,426,158 for Ellen.
Carter versus Ellen.com. That shit's hilarious.
Oh man.
Wait a minute. Someone built an entire website
Yes.
based around
Yes.
Carter versus
So-
Ellen.
Listen. Know this. Carter is about to be living off the coast of Spain in a Maserati, pouring champagne on European bitches, simply because he can't afford 99 cents nuggets.
Like, ladies, might I interest you in
Gotta love the
some
American
nuggets?
Just reflect on that for one. Okay. Just
The shit we make famous in America, man.
I went to Iraq fucking twice, and all I got was a T-shirt. This guy. Fucking nuggets. Gotta love America.
Well, I guess he's not taking nuggets away for anyone, so it's all right.
Yo,
I see what he did there.
between him and between him and the girl that's like, catch me outside. How about that? I'm like, I gotta figure out a gimmick up in it.
Did you?
I'm
hear
obviously
her
doing
latest
something wrong.
excuse of why it wasn't her that got her ass beat? No. Yes.
Who, Moldy Locks?
Yeah, the fucking Cash Me Outside girl.
How about that?
Yeah, she said that the video that surfaced of the girl with red hair getting her ass beat, that it was clearly her, in my opinion. She said, "That's not me. Look how big that chick's ass is. I'm not that big." That's her whole like reasoning behind
Denial is the first step. Must be overcome.
Jesus Christ. So what? She got her ass beat or something on camera?
Yeah, not that long ago, by her mom and some other chick on 2 separate occasions.
Wait, she got her ass beat by her mom and another chick, and she got famous because of that?
She's trying to recreate Germany in world wars.
Oh, man.
Sounds about right.
All right, hey, Rambo, let's go make a video real quick. Let's step outside.
Look at.
No, that's not how she got famous, Jay. She got famous.
No, she got
told
famous on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, to
Yeah, Dr.
catch
Phil.
me outside or in her own little.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah,
Girl.
she used Ebonics to get famous, is what she did.
That's what I'm saying. I'll use the Ebonics.
You know, Ebonics has nothing to do with the internet.
I
No,
didn't
strange.
say it did though.
I know. I'm just saying. This Ebonics is completely
Because of the
analog.
E. Because of the E.
It's artistic, bro. God, don't you know rappers do it all the time?
Because of like an email, Ebonics. Come on, guys, keep up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, I really tried to laugh on that one, Rambo. I really tried. I couldn't bring myself to laugh on that beauty.
But that's what he was.
Rumo's got stupid jokes.
Good joke. You're the one that fucking told the joke. I had to explain it.
No.
He tried to further it for you.
I had to try to fucking explain it.
Rosetta Stone does have Ebonics, and if you have trouble getting Ebonics on Rosetta Stone, you can always ask One Stop for Gamers, Next Gen 720. They are very
Oh,
fluent.
I thought you meant the actual Rosetta Stone, and I'm like, no. Maybe that was their version of Ebonics because it's got 2 languages on there. Not 3. If someone says the Rosetta Stone has 3 languages, they're wrong. It's only got 2. It's written in 2 dialects of Egyptian. So there you go. It was found in 1799, made it back to Europe in 1802, but it wasn't deciphered in 1822.
Ebonics?
No, the Rosetta Stone.
You do know I'm talking about the PC software, right?
We still haven't deciphered Ebonics yet. That's an ongoing process.
Give it time. Give it time.
So we didn't. Yeah, there you go. We didn't know how to read ancient Egyptian until 1822. Fun fact.
Rags is like a Snapple cap.
Well, I read it. I listened to it on the Great Courses Plus that I listened to. Also, there's going to be another Kingsman movie. That's cool.
Exactly. He just proved me. He's a fucking Snapple cap.
Man, I hope Alien Covenant is really good. Like, I want Alien Covenant to be really good. I don't want it to be mediocre.
So is there anything else that happened? Like gaming related?
Yeah, man, there's really not been a whole lot of gaming news really lately.
The news is that I don't know if I'll ever finish Metal Gear Solid now because I don't know if there is an end.
You haven't beat the game?
No, I haven't.
No, it has an end. There's an end.
There is an end. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm not.
there
So
is.
it's just the reason it's not giving me any new missions is just because Hideo's just fucking with me.
No. Just you have to meet certain metrics. Like you have to beat certain missions and do certain things to unlock other missions.
Do I have to redo old missions to get to new ones?
No, you just have to. All right, here's the thing. So, if I remember correctly, you have to get so many points or something like that. So you may have to do another mission, but not to do
I've been-
because each mission has like 12 objectives.
All right, so I have to go back and complete a certain amount of percentage of like the game.
To unlock.
Oh, okay. So go back to missions, try to find like all the people and the blueprints and everything.
Things like that. Yeah. So every mission, even you don't repeat the same exact mission. You
Because that's what I've been doing. I've been going to side missions and beating ones I haven't done. I've been going to old missions and getting blueprints and specialists that I missed the first time. And I've been doing that for a while, and I'm just still not getting things, and it's kind of getting on my nerves.
In the beginning, it is slow because I'm a huge Metal Gear.
Well, I'm on chapter 2 right now. Like I'm like 90 hours in.
Brother, yeah. So the game opens up so much, like because I'm a big Metal Gear fan, but I was playing, I'm like, this is a fucking disaster.
But like, I really like the game.
Yeah, the game opens up so much, especially. Are you at the part where you open up your own bases?
Well, yeah, I'm 90 hours in. I'm in chapter 2.
Damn. So you're creating your own bases and all that stuff, right? You have your own bases to create and stuff like that. And
well,
you're able to
like
missile strikes and shit like that.
Like supports. I got all that stuff.
You're good. So so you just have to keep completing certain things to unlock the other missions. But it's a story. Yeah, there is an end. In fact, I don't want to spoil it, but even after you beat the game, there's a little bit more stuff to do after. You don't have to do it, but there's a little bit more stuff.
Because I'll probably continually revisit it because it is fun to play.
Yeah, you'll beat it.
But
there is an end. It does end. And obviously it climaxes with fighting a Metal Gear type thing, like every Metal Gear. But yeah. So it does end, yeah.
We shall say then. 5. What's that on Steam? 88% positive. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm going to leave this Carter versus Ellen side up so that way I can keep up to date with it.
So do we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
Well, I don't know. There's really a whole lot of things going on right now.
Have we talked about Rambo's collection?
Yeah, you did so much. And it took him like 2 years to do it, and then like in 10 seconds I got rid of everything. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing that I did.
Well, what happened?
Okay, but wait. That collection was built since November of this last year.
But you took so much pride in that collection, like I said.
Yeah, and it's like you did it like in 10 seconds. Like it just like one day I sold everything. Like you sold everything? Like what?
Bipolar man will kill you.
A fraction of his money back.
I think you said because you ran out of room, right?
I had no other room for another shelf at all, and I needed.
Let me ask you this: when you were halfway into it, you didn't like think about that, like I'm gonna run out of room soon. Like you couldn't see that coming, like in January.
All right, kids, one of you is going to have to leave. I'm gonna have to take your room. I need more space.
Like you couldn't see that in January that you're gonna run out of room. Like
yes, but I didn't want. I think at the time I did not want to admit it to myself.
Like this ain't gonna work out.
But the thing is, like I said, Rambo, the biggest thing is you don't know with the next generation of PlayStation if they're gonna do forwards compatible. So like,
I don't care.
Well, I think they're gonna do backwards compatible because it's actually.
Yeah, I've never really cared about backwards compatibility on consoles because I have the old console.
Sony was always good on that until the PS3 came out.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like
everything fucked it up.
Forwards compatible, all that game is just gonna be stuck on the PlayStation 4.
Well, I would say this: the only reason why the PlayStation 3 ain't really backwards compatible is because of the Sony processor. They're not gonna put in the effort to fuck with that. You know, if they make
the old PlayStation to play them on.
Yeah, so they're not gonna mess with. But with the PS4 to PS5, it's x86, so it's not gonna be a big deal.
PC,
yeah. Now, what I do think is, my opinion, I don't think they're gonna do this forwards compatible. Like, you know, when they make the PS5 games could still play on the Pro. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think when they make a PS5 game, you need a PS5 to play it. Unlike Microsoft, that's trying to do these no generation type consoles, is just everything plays on everything. I don't think Sony's gonna do that. They'll make everything backwards compatible, but when they make a PS5 game, oh yeah, you're gonna need you ain't gonna play this on the Pro. I don't think they're gonna do that. That's just my opinion, though.
See how that would be interesting. See how that pans out compared to like Microsoft's model.
Yeah.
Rambo.
What is Microsoft's
There's no
model?
more.
I don't know
know.
yet. We haven't figured that one out yet, but we'll figure it out by the time the PS5 releases, I imagine.
I made a rant on what Phil did today, right? And I'm thinking, what does this guy want to do? Because when he first took over, he talked about, he wants to take over the market. He wants to be competitive. He wants Xbox to be number one exclusives. And then he realized he's getting his ass kicked. So now he went with this, play anywhere, which is fine. Consumer play anywhere.
I personally don't think that he was like the one spouting for the play anywhere. I think that was Satya Del Iago.
Probably so. But he's like, all right, we're gonna play anywhere. I want consumers to have a choice. Play on any device. All right, cool. Win 10 family. And now he's back to, all right, we're gonna put exclusive back on Xbox and PC as part of our strategy. And we're gonna make exclusive for PC. Like, what do you want to do, bro?
He needs
like,
to stick
bro,
to a clear message and leave it at that. I don't get what the fuck.
which
Part of
which
me
Phil are we talking to today? He's like the guy in Split, the movie. Like, what the
He's
fuck?
It's like Rambo when he's deciding on what he's gonna do with his game collections. Bipolar is a motherfucker.
And now he's talking about he wants to do episodic content or stuff on Game Pass and stuff like that. So that way they could release partial, half-built games. But since you're subscribed to Game Pass, you'll eventually get it month after month. I'm like what? That's not Netflix. Because last I checked, when Netflix releases they release every episode in one shot. Like when you watch Stranger Things, you get to watch the whole season.
there are shows that release bits at a time
on Netflix. Really?
Yeah, wasn't there?
Oh no, most
No,
of the
whenever
shows,
like all their new shows have all these seasons, the whole
I don't
season
think
on
so.
there.
Yeah, they don't do that no more.
They do it
it's
season by season.
Season by season, but every episode is like you get to watch all 20 episodes.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
they're not
it
going to
makes
release.
sense if they
Netflix
do.
releases everything all at one time.
I love that.
Yeah, but what kind of game? Like Hitman did it, and it did it okay. Where you get you can buy each mission separately, or you buy it's split up mission to mission to mission. But the missions, I never played it, but I hear that it's actually a really good game.
Here's my problem. How would this work? Let's say if I bought a Scorpio, I pay $500, right? And you do these games. If you do these games,
right before you say something, the biggest problem is what studio is willing to do this.
Yeah, that's one problem. Yeah, but let's say there was.
I think as long as Microsoft pays them, they'll be fine.
Let's say there was a studio that did this, right? So I buy a Scorpio, but let's say I don't buy Game Pass because I want to buy my games. Does that mean I don't get access to these episodic games? Like, how does that work for me, a console owner, but it's not subscribed to Game Pass?
Not only that, what games are you going to be willing to split up?
But let's say it's a good game. I'm talking about if you don't sign up for Game Pass, does that mean you are asked out of content, even though you bought the console?
Yeah,
there's no way for you to buy this game because
if you want to play that game online, that's just a second subscription you have to buy.
Yeah, so now I gotta buy Xbox Live and Game Pass. I have to, in order to get the full content experience, I have to do 2 subscription services.
Yeah, I think it might be. You know what would be a little smarter for them to do? Make it where you get the game first on the subscription, and then have it where Games with Gold gets it later on.
Okay, maybe that could work.
That would be a little bit smarter, because then that gives you a reason to even have both to have the other subscription also.
Yeah,
in a way.
Look, if Microsoft has stated that they're not leaving the console race, they're sticking in it. But I don't understand. There's no reason for me to buy an Xbox. And if I was not a PC gamer, if I had to pick a console, it would definitely be a PlayStation. There's just so many more games on it, and a lot of them are very highly rated. Microsoft needs to start giving people reasons to buy the console, and the number one reason to buy a console is the games that are available on it.
They said they're stepping away from doing the play anywhere and making exclusives now again.
I really hope Microsoft knocks it out the park this E3. They really need it.
They need to be like game. Here's this game. Here's this game. Here's this game. Here's this game.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think people need to lower their expectations, because I think we already know what they have this year. There may be 1 or 2 that's not.
Wait, you want us? Wait. You want us to lower our expectations even lower?
I know.
I don't even have expectations anymore. I'm just
okay. I think the people that are overhyping this E3 need to lower their expectations, because I think we already know what all the games we're gonna get this year. I don't think there's going to be a huge list of surprises that we don't know about.
This is one of my. I don't want to use maybe this is my concern. Yeah, I'll use this word, concern. That this year's
Fine
E3,
word.
this year's E3 is nothing more than last year's E3, but meaning they're gonna show Sea of Thieves.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. I think it's
But
gonna
this
be
time in
exactly
4K, I'm gonna be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Phil has stated several times in different interviews and different little interview shows that they're not going to have any new exclusives really coming out on their list for E3. Now I don't know if that's just him PR talking or if him being legit, but I think this
That's
E3
not what I want to hear.
Right?
I mean, that's not what I would want to hear if I was looking for reasons to go Xbox.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think the C3 is going to be safe. I think it's going to be Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, State of Decay 2, and that's going to be it.
Forza.
And Forza.
God.
Gotta go with
Sweet.
Forza, man.
Sweet, 3 games.
And I hate the racing genre.
I think we may get. I think we may get 1 or 2 extra exclusives that haven't been announced, like they did last year with what's it called, Dead Rising 4. But that's it.
You're gonna get grabbed by the Ghoulies remastered.
I still remember
No.
seeing commercials
If
for that
they
on
do
TV.
any remaster from the original Xbox, it needs to be either Jade Empire or
That would be
Crimson Skies.
that would be Jade Empire would be great.
See,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would be
know
a remaster that I would welcome. You know what I mean? That's a
See,
good
I don't
game.
know if they own the IP for Jade.
You know
Empire.
what remaster I would like is Morrowind.
That's coming. Oh no, that Morrowind Online. Morrowind Online.
Oh, no,
like,
not Morrowind. I'm talking
Well,
about
but that's coming from Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
from Bethesda. I would love a remaster. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably my favorite Elder Scrolls.
Man.
hey, Rags, you would have actually enjoyed being on Titanfall Princess's podcast tonight because a guy told me that
I wouldn't want to get a strike or anything.
no, a guy told me that what's it called? That there's more hardcore gamers that play console.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like,
Citation needed.
I was like, but his thing is like you have to spend at least $400 on a PC before you can be considered even a PC gamer.
Hold on. I have a question. How is there more hardcore gamers on consoles when some of the most hardcore communities are on PC? I mean, take for example League of Legends. That's one of the hardest.
Don't trust me. It was. I don't know what kind of mental gymnastics he had.
I mean,
to
that one
See,
game
that's
right
not even
there,
a
he
question
lost
I even
everything
think
he
about.
used
Like
to-
that's one of these pissing contests that doesn't matter to anybody. But I mean, if he wants to bring it up, and we because I don't know. I suppose if you only think America is the only country in the world, you might think that. But seeing as it, from what I hear, is not, then maybe because PC is a lot more of a global sort of thing.
The Earth is flat too, Rags. Don't forget.
Well, yeah. So when you go over to these other countries, don't go too far, or you'll fall off.
And it's the center of the universe. It's flat and right smack dab in the middle.
You guys are spot on.
I'm so glad the sun orbits around us.
Perfectly in the middle. Like
Hold on. That's only one Styles podcast.
It really doesn't.
Yo,
It really doesn't orbit around us. It's kind of like an easy bake oven. It just goes back and forth across the top.
I thought the Earth was on the inside of a hollow sphere.
it's
And the
inside
sun
of
is in the middle of the sphere, and it just
At
turns off
nighttime,
and
they
on.
close the flaps to the box and just poke holes in it, right?
Well, yeah, because we're in the black dome, and the stars are the light of outside getting through the holes in the cosmic space turtle.
I might believe Scientology over that theory. I'm just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look good.
So
How many of these console fanboy channels do you think are like flat earthers?
too many.
I know one.
Probably.
I know one.
Jay wants to meet him on exit 1 at the Burger King to fight.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Fucking fight you on the flat earth.
Yeah, he actually believes flat Earth.
Yeah, well.
That's
boy.
fucking stupid.
He also believes he's somewhat of a rapper, so he's got that too.
A few things go together more than rappers and believing the earth is flat.
Porter Rocks believes in a flat Earth. He's another one.
and the center. And it's dead flat. It's dead in the middle. It is perfectly centered in the universe. Prove me wrong.
See?
Let me
Like,
get
have
my
you been to the
rocket
whole
ship,
universe?
And I'll be right back.
No, I know. I saw the white.
It's like ANCAP.
He
Just
saw
build
the
your own
white
fucking
paper
rocket ship.
documents on it.
Let me run to Walmart
The
for
government
those
controls it
supplies.
all.
I spoke to the burning bush. Bush told me.
The bush told you.
Bush told me.
The burning bush told me.
Tell me, this bush was named cannabis, was it? Like,
I love that bush.
Cannabis.
You guys are the can.
I'm the great god cannabis.
That bush is amazing.
My name is Mary Jane. In Spanish, marijuana.
I heard Mary Jane was a slut, though. I mean,
She is. She lets everyone suck on her.
with a lighter, and that kind of that's not really like like
She's
healthy,
smoking,
is
man.
it?
She's into S&M. She's a sadist.
She's a sadist.
She's
Jesus.
into oral. She's fucking
What?
playing Mario.
A slightly salty says the Earth is on a turtle's back.
It
Yes,
is.
the cosmic
I
space.
agree
Yeah,
with
the
you.
cosmic space sea turtle. Yeah,
That's even better.
I forget the name of it, but there's the disc. That's what Disc World is. There's the world, which is a circular disc, and there's 4 elephants are holding it up, and then they're standing on the back of the cosmic space turtle.
Yo, that turtle's got to be having a bad back right about now.
Well, not really, because it's space. So I mean, how hard is it to hold things in space, really?
I don't know. I've never been there.
I mean, neither. I just got to ask the astronauts, which aren't real because it was all
fourth
staged.
person that landed on the moon or the first?
Neil Armstrong, allegedly.
Allegedly.
They did that with the green screen, man.
Yep.
I didn't even know they had green screens back then.
Oh, the government did.
Only the government did.
Only the
man.
government did. They didn't let the consumers purchase them until later.
'Cause no one could
Much
buy
later.
plain colored fabric anywhere.
That's true. But then once all the gays started to come around and fabric was all on the rage,
They had to release a green screen at that point.
they started putting fluoride in the water, and the truth started to leak out.
And the fucking frogs went gay.
I remember a world where the frogs weren't gay.
Back in my time.
Back in my day.
Hey, fellas, I'm about to be out, man. Thank you so much for the invite.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
This podcast is so
Stand on
fucking
your
awesome.
Discord, man. So maybe
Hey,
we can get some
I'm gonna
ideas.
send you guys some emails. Sometime you could end up on my podcast.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it will be
Anytime,
sweet.
man.
I love emails.
All right. Hey, you guys have a good night.
Yeah.
Hey,
Put me on a podcast with people. See how they react.
Awesome.
Oh, God.
In turtles, maybe I could get a turtle.
Hell yes.
Maybe the turtle that's carrying the earth.
I'm not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
That's my turtle, and Rags he's in the turtle club.
All right, brothers. Take
All
care.
right, man.
Hey, later, bro.
Cowabunga, dude.
Righteous.
Righteous. Oh. Well, this is a mess.
Yeah. Got to get up in 2.5 hours.
Whoa! You got to get up in 2.5 hours?
I have
Wow!
plenty of video games to play in the next 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we got an Xbox. I'm going to spank it to some UJust.com. Wait, what? Call of Duty? What?
That's what I heard.
Call of Duties. All right, well, in that case, we can always end it off with the typical Rags swallows.
I do, because I'm a gentleman.
Do you also take it in the ass?
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, that's mighty fucking awesome of you, man. That's thoughtful.
We've been Game Talk. Jay Sentries likes anal with the homeless.
Get it
Anal with
right.
the
It's
homeless.
anal gravy biscuits with the homeless, okay?